come back to this country to have more kids and to get married. Now those women said, no. You said girls were unimportant. You said girls were to be put in a dumpster. You said girls were trash. So now we're not coming back. We've left. We're leaving. We're good. And we're not going to give this country what it so desperately needs, which is young people. So all you old people that went along with this regime, you went along with this agenda, you can just die alone in your house with no one to come pick you up. Go look. China is incentivizing the young women in China to have children and get married. And it's too late. It's too late. They lost generations of women because China did this to them. China did this to them.
Hold on, I got perfect.
And all that's happening right now is that the strong black women, those that are actually of some level of intellect, will see this society and they will exit themselves out of the community. So the only ones that are going to be left are these male-worshipping black mammies that are going to continue to get their asses handed to them. And we hate to see that it's happening, but what are we going to do about it? We can't kidnap black women and girls and rescue them from a community that they're still trying to save.
Shit.
You cannot do it.
Hold on, player. I got you.
So,
add to the stream.
It is what it is. I'm going to continue.
All right, hold on. I gotta put this up a different
What's going on, V-Dub?
What's up, Pimp Juice?
I cannot hear you for some reason.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Your mic is low. I don't know if you're on your Bluetooth. I can't hear nothing on your side.
Shit, I shouldn't be up. I shouldn't be on Bluetooth. I should be. Oh, shit, I got the hiccups. I should be good. I can see my thing ringing.
I don't know if it's my phone then. I don't know. But can you hear me clear?
I can hear you. I can hear you clear. God, I got this.
Let me come back in and see what happens. I don't know what's going on. This StreamYard thing is something else, man. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Look at that.
Hey, yo, she had a penis, bro. I gotta show this shit. Oh, let me pause this shit. God damn that IP. Hold on, Rollo. Let me let you on here. I gotta show this shit real quick. Oh, how do I flip my camera? Why the fuck I get these hiccups right now? This shit's crazy. All right, hold on. Let me turn my camera on. I don't even know if y'all can see this shit, but that's a goddamn penis in the front.
She got a big drunk ass mouth. She a little fat ass glasses. Bitch, what you need them for? She was the titty piper. She was luring y'all in with them big old titties, but y'all fucked up and seen the dick. Look at this shit. Look at that.
That's a dick. If I wore pants that tight, that'd be considered a penis. All right. Hold on, Lalo. I'm in the whole fucking desolate crib. All my furniture is gone out of this house. God, I'm gonna have some hiccups through this whole show. But can you hear me now?
I can hear you good.
All right. So you got to give me a good definition of what's a pick-me. Because I see you doing shows on pick-me's. But the women you're presenting, I would prefer to have them as opposed to the other bitches that are running around here. So before we even get into this, what the hell is a pick-me sphere?
A pick-me sphere was created by Danica Marie, Jessica X, Sister Goddess. They come up with that terminology because they deal with the gods in the manosphere. Okay? Now, that said, why is it there's no women in a chat is a bunch of men. And why would they call themselves a pick me sphere if they are taken? If you are taken, why would you call yourself that? Who is you looking for to pick you up if you're dealing with somebody? And secondly, they dealing with people they normally wouldn't deal with. The pump and dump. They don't mind being disrespected in the chat. They go to these certain guys who disrespect them, call them all types of names, hitting 304s, and they live laughing and giggling and hollering. So you tell me, they ain't no different than the ones you see on the other sector of YouTube. They just hide who they are. I already know about the other ones you talking about because you and others talk about it. I just don't like the ones that hide it, and they hide their true nature. And that's up for you guys to see it. I already see it. So that's why I call them the Pick Me Sphere. And they took that name when I started mentioning it, you know, sometime last year. And then it started getting the buzz this year. So them chicks is ghetto ratchet, just like the other ones. They're just clever with it. You see, when you've been dealing with certain people for a certain amount of time, it naturally comes to you to know when you see some BS. And then on top of that, George's sister particularly said, I'm here to get all the money I can. They want to get up to the Paris Milans, the Cynthia G, the Nala says. They ain't no different. Once they get to that number, wherever that number is, they're going to bounce on these dudes. They don't even care about these dudes. They're just getting the money. I have not seen one of them put them on to their girlfriends. They stealing talking points from the men that's been in that space in a long time. So what are they saying that's different than what the guys are saying? It's my question to you, V Dub.
I don't I don't think they're saying anything that the guys are saying. I think they're reaffirming what the guys are saying, and then they're being called names for it. Because as you mentioned, the women that are in the pick me sphere, Sister George or Denise, they all have men, and so I
They
look
all
at it
have
as
men, but why would Sister George ask another man on OnlyFans what she's curious? Would you like your woman to tell another man she's curious about what she saw? You ain't like that. I know I wouldn't.
I
That's a
wouldn't,
disrespect.
but I have a different insecurity level for certain shit. So I'm I'm able to be with my woman. Sorry for the pauses, but I'm able to be with her. She can look at whoever the fuck she wants because I'm gonna look at whoever I want. Um, but I get like a sense of when y'all say pick me spheres, it's actually women that want to be with men, especially black men. And to call them a name like a pick me sphere is like chastising black women that want to be with black men. And I'm not in a racial relationship. Personally, I don't give a fuck. But externally, I kind of have some reservations because we're calling the admirable women like a Crimson Cure or a Danica or Shed Sade or whatever. You know, the women who are telling women how to be accountable, we're calling them pick-me's. But we let it,
Why is no woman in a channel? Why is
huh?
it but the men in a channel? Where's the women at? It's supposed to be a balance.
Women, black women don't want to hear that shit. And then when a white woman came up there and told a black woman that that these particular women are right, these feminist talking points are wrong, they tried to go in on a white woman for saying, "Hey, this is what you should be for your man. You should be feminine. You should be a pick me." You know what I mean? Like you want men to pick you, but you sitting there complaining about men don't pick you. They don't like you. You too dark skinned. They call you ratchet. They call you loud. They say you this. They say you that. So they're not picking them women, but the women that are not like that. And you might say, I heard what you said that they're being deceptive, but publicly and privately they still have happy lives and they still have their men. So
Are you sure they happy?
I don't I don't know. I've been in
You
relationships
the one
before.
who
Ain't no
say it. Are you
relationship happy.
sure? That's your question. I'm just asking you your question.
No, ain't no relationship happy. There's ups and downs, lefts and rights, hooks, motherfucking jabs, all that shit in a relationship. You just gotta eat that shit, bro. In my whole move, I had like 5 arguments. So I get it. But that's a normal relationship. But would you call my girl a pick me? Right? Because she's gonna cater to all my needs. In fact, when I got on the plane this morning, she gave me mad bread. when I landed, I gave her all the shit back and was like,
She's
"Yo, my
not.
check
She's
cleared."
not. She's not telling you about what other men is doing like that. She's not, fantasizing or being curious. Anytime a woman is curious, that means she looking at you totally different than quiet as kept. And it was like the way she said it and the way Tommy, promoted. Yeah,
No,
like
Tommy, don't fuck with Tommy, bro. Tommy is a sleazeball nigga. He sliding bitches DMs all the time. Trust me. I got enough. I got enough of them. I've interviewed them. That's the only reason I know Tommy is because he tried to cook or roast some lady, and I interviewed her, and then he popped up. He popped up on the show with like another chick on his lap. It's the only reason I could bang with Tommy. Like Tommy know me, I know him. But other than that, I mean, wouldn't you call the girls that go to Tommy pick me's? Even the black one that punched him in the face, wouldn't she be a pick me?
they all 304s. He ain't. When was the last time he ever dealt with somebody that was normal? He ain't dealt with somebody that's normal to me.
He's not a normal person.
Okay, so the women's ain't normal too. But the thing is, these chicks ain't normal, man. Listen, they hitting 304s, man. They may not do what they used to do, but the way they present themselves and the way they dress, showing too much. You don't want none of your women showing too much. That's supposed to be for your eye candy, not nobody else, man.
I don't know. You Jamaican. I'm married a Jamaican,
I'm
and she
listen,
loved to show all that shit when we went out. I would pull a
listen,
picture up right
listen.
now, nigga.
That's
You'd be like,
that's
"That's your
that's
wife."
that's true. That a lot of them do that, but I don't tolerate that. I
They
don't
don't do it
tolerate
every
that.
day, but when we hit the club or the party or the wedding, you know them knockers be out. They be having them breasts, that cleavage be popping, and that butt
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
pumped up.
yeah, yeah.
They even
That's
put
I
on the
mean that's
girdle. You
that's
know what I'm saying?
everywhere. That's everywhere. But what you gotta understand, V Dub, is that most of these guys don't. When you let's say you deal with a corporate company, right?
Uh-huh.
They have a certain way how they present to be in a higher place. So if you want to get business done, you don't want your woman present herself in a sexual market because whatever your woman present is who you are and what you tolerate. So if you want her to be out there and show everything and then get mad when she gets disrespected, you can't fight everybody. You want to try to calm the storm as much as possible. Now, even if they cover up, you're going to still see certain things. You can't control everything, but don't be disrespectful to your man in public. Now, in private, you do what you do, but in public, there's a certain establishment. Why do you think the so-called Jews basically have a lot to say? Because they don't even allow their women to go out like that. There's a code of conduct that our people used to have a respectable thing about themselves, and now we want to look like savages. So you okay
I
with
think the
everybody
difference,
looking like
Rob,
savages?
the difference between our cultures is they reinforce that culture from when the woman or the girl is a child. So that child, woman, grows up in that culture. They're not influenced by European, ghetto, or any other culture. In America, we got 5 different cultures to pick from. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I think in the Jewish community, they that either you're not one of us or you are one of us. And most of the women that are one of theirs, they have the wigs on, they have the scarves on. You don't see their natural hair. They either shave it or cover it. I mean, in the so-called Jewish community, they have a strict culture, rule, and regulations. In our community, we don't. Now, I can go into why we don't, because, well, hell, where are the men in the fucking households? But
So how can women teach men? This is
they
this
can't.
is what
They
we.
can't, and that's why we don't have a culture.
So why you okay with the pygmy sphere? They're the ones who's teaching men. They're not teaching. What
No,
they
no, no.
teaching
I'm
women?
I'm only okay with the idea of the pick me sphere enforcing the things that men are saying because they are affecting not just them but other women in the community. And if the women in the community would listen to some of the things that the pick me sphere says, I think we would have a better community. Do you think black men should go corporate and fight their bosses and then their clients and then their workers and then come home and have to fight his wife over a piece of chicken or pork chop?
You're not supposed to be fighting your woman. What I'm saying is they saying the
Right,
same
right.
thing to
Now let
men.
me ask you, how many
They're saying the
how
same
many
thing the
black
men are saying.
relationships in black relationships don't the niggas fight every fucking day?
But you know what's interesting about this whole thing? I'm surprised you didn't ask how to. So if they so close net like they're supposed to be, why is they're allowing Jessica S to run amok and she has no reason to talk about what's going on over here?
Sir, I have
And
been
she and she
engaged.
and she and she basically, Sister George basically turned on concrete roads for her because, like I'm telling y'all, when she get her numbers up, just like Jessica X, they're gonna be going in on you guys, and I don't want to hear nothing y'all gotta say because Jessica X been doing it as of late, and Sister George with the way her mouth is, it seemed like you guys love a woman with a mouth like that, man.
No, you know what I like? I like correction. I like to know when I'm doing something to foul, but I also like balance, and I like to let them know what they're doing to foul. And if I as a man or you as a man are able to take corrections, God, I hate these hiccups. How come they can't do it? What's wrong with our community and our women not being able to take correction? God, these fucking hiccups.
Seth, when was the last time that those women over there ever respect so-called black men? I name me one video that they respect the so-called black man.
Which one are you talking about?
In particular, name me one that is really
I
for
give
the
Danica
so-called
got a
black
few
man.
shows up. The Crimson Cure puts the SmackDown daily. Daily Shade Sade
Have
is.
they shared black men's content creators that's less than them?
I don't know. And you know what? I'll be honest with
Uh,
you.
you have those guys sharing.
None
You
of
got
those
them
black
guys
men,
sharing their videos
Rollo,
more than they share
Rollo,
your videos.
Rollo, none of those black men have shared my shit either. And I've been on all these black men are out here talking about divestment, bro. I put in the
Hmm.
most work on divestment in the last 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
I don't see any of these niggas sharing any of my videos because I got their audio tapes. I got everything they said. I got the things that was written in the chat room. None of these dudes are sharing my shit, which is the origin, which I told people this is gonna happen. I don't even give a fuck. You know what? I warned the divestment women's personally what was coming to them. And you can see it like I can see it. They're not just being attacked by men now, they're being attacked by women. I told them what was coming. So
They
I
only
mean,
doing that. They only
all
doing that.
big so-called big head YouTubers, none of them share your shit. They all get on some other shit. But I do have a lovely sister here, Assalamu alaikum sister, and she might be considered to pick me. I don't know. She got love for me. What's up,
I'm
GNT?
considered a pick
TGN?
me in this space.
TGT.
So a lot of people, like I'm considered a pick me.
Right.
And I seen what you said, Rollo, about a lot of black women in this space, but it's not clear what you're trying to say. What is your beef with the so-called pick me sphere? What's going on?
I don't think it's a beef. I think he
This
has
is
an
my
issue
first
with.
time talking to you, so I'm not too privy to who you are. I seen your name on Bola X, but I don't really know who you are in particular. So tell me about yourself.
TGT is good. I can give you a breakdown or a rundown real quick, but I
Go
don't know if
ahead.
you want me to put her business out there like that.
No, go ahead. I'm
All right.
curious to
Well, her
know what
business
somebody else
is
will say.
this is a young black sister right here. She is the mother of 2 crazy ass baby daddies. She probably crazy too as a baby mama. She doing her thing. She rocking with the Section 8. She teaching people how to be on the Section 8. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she Muslim, anti-witchcraft. But she also speaks on the effects or the shit that black women do to black men. And I
Yeah, I
love
have a
listening
very
to this
diverse
sister.
very diverse platform.
Very.
I am not Muslim.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
talking
so.
about Islam though, but I wanted to understand Islam. But when I do my videos on Islam, I don't. I feel weird about people from Islam coming in and then seeing my skin, so I do wear a head covering out of respect. I don't know if that's extra or not. I don't give a fuck. I just feel like that's respectful. But no, yeah, I was just curious because I'm coming from the Butch One Network space. Like because they disrespected me. Because all I said was, why y'all keep saying that y'all want to abort black male babies? So those bitches call me a pick me. And you know, like, and I'm just sitting here like, what really is a pick me? Like, that's why I'm curious. Because a lot of them women get a lot of hate from divestors, or I think maybe Rallo's saying that it's going to be a switcheroo. Now, I do see that. I agree.
I think Rollo is saying that these women that these black manosphere dudes let in are gonna come in and they just here for the money. They're not really here for the substance, and I get that part. You know what I mean? Like I get that part. They're here for the bag, but what is the pick me is my question, because I want to pick me. Fuck that. I want a chick that's gonna pick me. She gonna do me. You know what I mean? Work me, and I'm gonna do me for her.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean? Like
you're
I'm gonna
not.
pick her.
But
She
here's
gonna
the
pick me.
thing,
That's the
though.
type of
Here's
mind
the
I'm on.
thing. You think that these ladies is to see they talk about other ladies sleeping with multitude of men and certain of their content. Who's to say they're not doing that? And that's another thing. It's just certain signs I seen. It was a couple of chicks from another space who were married and they got with somebody on YouTube. They said they would never get with somebody on
Are you
YouTube.
talking
Man,
about
what
Crystal and
happened?
Carrison and Angel Ramirez? I called
Kristen
names, nigga.
Carrison
I
and
got the
Ruby.
videos.
Ruby was married from Canada and then she got with somebody from the EGS camp.
That's crazy. Well, Crystal and Carrison got with Angel Ramirez. Sent him all kind of pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So we talking about pick me's, divestments. All these women are crazy. All of them do the
That's
same
why
shit.
I,
All
that's
of them
why
want the
it
same
don't
kind
get
of
me for
attention.
why guys is going on women's panels. This is another thing. A lot of these guys is going on these women's panels, figuring and arguing. The woman is getting all the views, and then when you go to your own platform, you have to wait 4 to 5 hours to get some support, and these ladies get support within an hour. So who actually is winning?
Well, hoes are always
They don't
gonna
have to say.
win.
They don't even say too much. What do they say that's going to make me want to support them? They're not saying anything that will make me want to support them like that. But these guys is doing they goddamn, food lunch and bag of chips like nothing.
All right. So side note, I gotta ask you a question. I seen the video that you posted from Wacky World, and I nearly peed myself laughing at this shit. What do you think about mediocre tutorials and reviews getting
K to the A to the S is a it, man. I don't know. All these people defending him, all these guys, all these, even the Pitney Sphere kind of defending him. How you
Yeah, I
defend it?
disagree with that. Yeah, like if we as black women claim that we want to correct black, we want to correct our own gender, then we need to be clear about the type of energies that we need to reject, and we're not being honest. Like how do you get on here and take claim that you want to correct? You can't correct nobody if you trying to promote any type of image of the black man that's not masculine, and he's not masculine. Sitting there trying to defend wearing a purse, sir. We see you. That's a purse. Ain't no fucking
And
man.
he said tutorial
I have a
at a
question.
freaking candy shop. How you at a candy shop
I have
soup
a question.
place?
I have a question for Gynocracy. Being what you said, what you just said, what protection are black women actually looking for?
It seems like to me the more they talk, they embarrass black women, and that's why you have a so-called pick-me spear, because they're not even making it clear. I don't think they want protection. I think they want black men to start crying and saying sorry and shit like that on a panel. Like they want black men that don't have shit to do with them to be held accountable for who was digging out they snatch, because you fucked up. Like you just start playing the blame game. Like it's too hard to admit I should have let that motherfucker go too soon, or I should let this nigga go now. You just gotta be sitting up there like, well, why you ain't do nothing? Like that man don't even know you. What are you talking about? Like, that's what it seemed like, because they be like, oh, you black man, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, and it's just like you're talking about you. That's what they're talking about.
So basically, the protection they want is the emasculation of the man.
Yes, that's what they think. That's what they think is protection. It's not really protection they don't want. They just want to emasculate y'all, because we're not having real conversations.
Right. So how do you have protection with an emasculated man?
You don't. It's just an illusion. A lot of people, just like how Rallo feel like a lot of the pick-me's is not genuine. A lot of these divestors, they ain't genuine. Like, look at Nyla. You know what I'm saying? She got a whole black man, and he's a Pookie and a Ray Ray. And she just, like, she got a nerve to be talking. It's all a gimmick.
Nyla is not a divestor. She's here for the bag. Angela is not a divestor. She's here for the bag.
Exactly.
The divestors don't even fuck with Angela or Nyla. I know because I talk to them.
They don't even
I'm
respect
I'm
none
a
of other
black man.
coaches either, V-Dub. They don't respect no man. Listen, I said this a long time
Who?
ago.
Hey, listen, them
Some
divestors,
American man. Before
bro.
you
Let's do
continue, one
squirrels.
second. I said
Hit
this a
me.
while back. These ladies in America, Western society, don't respect no men in America, especially black men. I don't know when y'all gonna see this. Now, there's certain parts of overseas that goes like that too, because how the men conduct themselves, depending on how they conduct themselves. However, these ladies here are trying to control you and make you their slave, man.
Yeah.
Like the Amazon. When you guys gonna wake up?
I'm cool because I put in
I
so
just
much work.
disagree. I just don't see how the pick me's. You just gonna have to come up with more evidence for the. Maybe I need to see it, like what Rollo talking about. Maybe
We're
we
gonna
need
have
the
to
personal
define Rollo
information,
shit. We're gonna
huh?
have to get Rollo we're gonna have to get Rollo a pure definition of what he means when he says pick me. That way I can look at these women and say, ho, okay. Cause I gotta be honest, man. Some of the things you talk about,
Look how
I'm like,
much
man, that ain't
money
no
those
pick me
guys.
shit. That's some
You
anti
know how
ratchet
much money
bitches.
they gave to a woman they never seen. This is how
That's
embarrassing
not no
so-called
pick
black
me.
men
That's a
are.
simp, bro. That's simp. That's simp.
Yes.
That's simp.
But
I ain't got
then,
nothing to do with the bitch.
but
That's
she's
these bitch
picking
ass
simps. They
niggas.
picking simps. What regular man is gonna give money like that?
A simp.
A stamp.
The Pitney Spears ain't getting no money from no real man in these super chats and cash apps. Name me one particular guy
Listen,
that is
Jessica ain't
bona
even show
fide
her face.
that's
That's
giving
on
money to the
him.
Pitney Spears.
At least the
Right.
Nika, you can
Whatever
see what she
goofy
look
nigga
like.
is, whatever nigga is sending them money, that's them niggas. I'm not giving you no money if you ain't got no real legit shit. I don't gave Bomb Cherry, I think I gave her $10 for a birthday or some shit. But I was, I'm fucking with Bomb Cherry. Ask me if I give her $1 right now. No shit for me. You know why? All them divestment bitches in your chat room, or TMHC bitches that ain't even in no more. All that anti-black male hate, we all
Yup.
gay shit. I ain't fucking with you. I'm a grown ass
And
Well,
man.
I love
I
Dawn,
would
but
say
she
this
should have
though.
cussed all them bitches out.
I have supported them a little bit. They supported me a little bit, and they
Right.
had nothing to do with anybody. When I did my content, I did my content. They supported. They supported. If they didn't, they didn't. But we supported each other. Here's the thing: the Pygmy Sphere. When was the last time you see them support these Manosphere guys like that? I'm not talking about once in a month. These guys
Mm.
consistently support these women, and more than those women support them. I could see if those women support them and say, "Hey, thank you for bringing some subscribers, some of those guys over to my thing. Because of you, you shout me out. I got more subscribers." They don't even
I
do
don't think
that.
black men would care. I don't think black men would care, but I understand what you're saying though. I don't
No, no,
think
no.
they.
It,
I understand you too, Rilo. And like, I'm gonna have to co-sign her right now. I wouldn't really care because when I give money to like Game Changer, Solo TV, or anybody else, I personally don't care. Solo gave me a wrench back. I didn't even know. Like, I came back, he was like, "Yo, V Dub said some shit. Yo, here's your wrench back," because I lost my other page. But we support silently. We black men. We don't know how to really support. We've been raised to a point where it's like we gotta hoard our money because if not, we gotta give it to women anyway. And I'm like, I ain't trying. We got whatever we stash is what the women don't take.
Mm-hmm.
the day I see more women consistently want to see their men do better, then I'll say I will go along with the Pitney's Fair. I have not seen.
I'm gonna tell you, leave the black
I
community.
want to see
Leave
if
the
they
black
want to see
community.
their black men have more than what they have, and some of these so-called black women don't want you to get. They don't even want you to have your own business. Let alone you traveling and all this other stuff. The minute you get certain things that they can't control, you're gonna see their real side.
Nigga, I seen all of their real sides already, bro. You
Yeah.
ain't got to tell
The
me
worst,
shit.
and Rallo, this is what I don't. I ain't mean to cut you off, B Dub, but I
No,
think
go
what
ahead.
you're not understanding because you've been in this space for so long, I don't think you understand just how disgusting black women can be when it comes down to downgrading. I mean, degrading black men. Like it can get extreme. This is I don't know if you're basically trying to tell us to up our standards for these women in this space, but this is as good
No,
as it's gonna get.
the woman's is doing pretty good for themselves. The minute a brother wants to do better for himself, he
Jokes.
want to get out the 9 to 5, he want to have his own establishment, and she's not seeing the money consistently. She has a problem with that, but she don't realize that other coaches of women, they in a long game. Most of the
Mm.
so-called black women want the now. If you don't give it to her now, it's a problem. That's why
Rallo.
the other women be getting more out of the man than the so-called black woman because you don't get it. You got to be
Rallo.
in
You
it for
seem
the long
irritated
haul.
on the dynamics. You're not really mad.
I think I get what he's saying because again, I'm not in a relationship that I used to be in. So I'm not in Florida anymore right now. I got to come here, close out this apartment, and I go back home to my new shit, right? But I'm not home, and my studio when I get back is gonna be finished. Why? Because my lady gonna finish it. She gonna email me. We gonna FaceTime. I'm gonna give her the wires, give her the plugs. Only thing we missing is one computer, which I left in New York. I couldn't get that with a woman in our culture. They like to be in control in a different kind of way, and I get it. I understand. That's how we were raised. That's our community. But they can't be mad when we leave our community and we find a certain peace, and we can't be mad when they leave our community and find a certain peace. Nor should we chastise them when it goes wrong, because relationships are relationships. I just find it that everybody in these spaces are bitter about something that they didn't close as a deal, be it be a relationship, sex, something with a woman that they didn't close, and they're harboring that resentment. As opposed to letting it go and being able to move forward. I walk free. When I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Off to the next one. But that's my mentality. I don't think the manosphere or the divestment or women's or whatever the fuck, I don't think they're teaching them how to move on from their mentality. Like,
and that's
you
what
can
I
break
teach.
up with me today, I'll get a new chick tomorrow. Like, when I'm done, I'm done.
Team rebound, like shit, and that's what a lot of people, black people, well, anybody in general, like no matter what race of people need to learn how to let shit go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Don't harbor onto it. Don't try to create a talking point out of it. Don't get on here and fire up a live stream talking about what the fuck other black men need to do. No, you mad as shit, bitch. Like you need to let that go. Like I once I learned the art of detachment and stuff like that, it takes time. And it do take for you some for some people, and it takes for them to go through a hateful phase. You know, like I was in a hateful phase, like F all these black men. So when I
Hey,
come up here to correct,
breaking news. John Farrell has been arrested.
yes. Oh wait, no.
That's called stupid on social media. When you stupid on social media, you deserve to go to jail.
Yes, he do too much. He do way too much. I knew that was going to happen.
You can't be self-snitching on this shit. Goddamn, my watch is all fucked up. I gotta run this shit.
He was up there talking to Tasha K, kept licking his tongue out his mouth, looking like a psycho.
So Rallo, the reason I made this, because you played the last show with Angry Man and Obsidian, which is popping. I'm glad you caught it. You know what I mean, stay on the record game. Keep doing that. That's where I make my bones. They got my name. People fear me on these streets because I keep archives of everything. You never know when I'm there recording. So I appreciate what you did earlier. But my goal is, I want to know, I gotta ask you this personal question. Do you want a pick-me style woman type in your life, or do you want a contentious style woman in your life? Because I see you go against pick-me's, but don't you want, or wouldn't you want to be with a woman that caters to you? That way you have the ability to cater to her instead of being on a defensive the whole fucking relationship?
It's not me being on a defensive. I do have a lady that I consider that has picked me and has chosen me based on what I do and what I present, right? I don't have no problems with a man want to pick me lady. It's just that when they merge themselves with these guys who supposedly complain about women, and they also complaining about what the women need to do, where is the women at? It's supposed to be a balance. These guys, listen, you a man and I'm a man. If you see something that is showing, you're gonna want to know what it's like under there for the most part.
Excuse me, leave my
Now, now, some of these guys will say otherwise. Now, I just support her just to support her. Listen, if a man supporting more than usual, he want to get. She even said it on Tasha K's thing. This was the crazy part. When Tasha K asked her this question about the DMs, Danica Marie, she was blushing because see what these women don't want to tell you. They love the free attention. If God stopped giving them free attention, then they will get that right. If you guys stop giving these ladies free attention, they will start to behave properly. They
What
know
is
this
behaving
so-called black
properly
women.
to you? What do you want black women to do? Do you not want there to be a balance so that way Black women can try to. Because a lot of Black women don't know that they're out of control, and we need to hear it from our own gender because.
I'm gonna answer you right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't want a balance. What we want is a patriarchal standard of living like every other community. We are the only community that does not have a patriarchal standard of living. And as Black men, we compensate because we know our struggle was real and let a lot of our women get out of hand, which is the fault of us. But we know that if we put our foot down and say, you can't do this in this house anymore, Zaddy is coming or we're getting kicked out because it's your Section 8. So we have two choices of getting fucked and being homeless and in the streets. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's the pride before the fall or the fall before the pride. And what are we going to take? I'd rather be in a house and lose my dignity right now, than to stand up and be sleeping in the fucking street. And that's what Black men got to deal with. Because why? We don't have an economic standard. What did Cynthia G say? We cost people $50 billion a year. People that don't hire us, don't put us in jobs, incarcerate us. They didn't even acknowledge any of the other stats. It's just we cost America $50 billion a year. So
that shit pissed me off so bad.
You know what's a crazy
How dare
part?
them, yo.
But no, wait. Let me close. And I'll let y'all finish. What we need is women that actually support us in businesses that we have in our mind that we want to create. If you got a fucking nigga that want to create a taco stand by him. You getting the tax money any fucking way. Why not put some of that shit up? You know, as a married man, I used to give her all the tax money. And when I left that marriage, she was still in credit card debt. How do you take thousands of dollars and still be in debt? Again, it's not us. We want to do the right thing. We are finding ourselves in relationships with women who only know control because that's what they came from, or only want to exempt or exact control on their men so that they don't feel inadequate. And why they feel that way, I don't know. Because the China woman, the Russian woman, and every other woman doesn't feel inadequate next to their successful man. Right.
And look who the women's praise the most. This is a tell and tell. Besides K to the S, Omar Johnson got all that money mostly for women, and look who he's spending on, a stripper.
Oh, I was there when
Tariq Nasheed.
Conscious. I was there when the Conscious Cripple was.
They love that because a lot of divestors end up. You got to understand, a lot of them become strippers and sugar babies. You know.
Yeah, and then Tariq Nasheed, he get all this money for this and money for that, and he giving it to a non-black woman. So a lot of these guys
his
live
wife
with
is
their
half
women.
black.
He moved in with his
I really
woman.
hate
He
that
moved
part.
in with her. That's her place. That's not his place.
What are you talking about? That's Tariq's money, bro.
No.
Nigga,
Her family,
did you not see
her
his
family is
mother-in-law?
loaded, bro. Her family's loaded. He moved in with her. That is no way his place.
I don't know what the hell Rilo going to say. That's why I be so entertained.
I
Like
know,
what?
but Tariq got books out from the 90s. That Mac lesson shit is old
Right.
as fuck.
He stayed in Detroit and he met her through a mutual friend, and that's how they got together, and they have their kids and stuff like that.
Rilo, that's some fake doc shit that I found out. I will break down the whole fake Tariq doxing and all that shit later. Because they also said he got a murder charge and he snitched on somebody. So,
all right.
You feel me?
Come on,
bro. I get it.
Look.
Listen, everybody
At the
over
end
there
of the
got a
day,
different name. Rilo, I work at McDonald's.
you tell me what women follow men that is in a listen. Read up. Name me a majority of women that follow a man that looks straight and acts straight. They when they supported Tyler Perry, I mean, what was the percentage of all these? Even the ones that's pick me's, non-pick me's.
I don't think women follow Tariq.
They all supported Tyler
Women
Perry.
don't follow Tariq.
Medea movies.
Women don't follow Tariq.
I'll be over there. It'd be a sausage party. Like when I was in the social justice warrior space. When I was in the social justice warrior space, and then I would just before I had came to like this space, and I was on Facebook and with all them echo chambers, I would try to go to YouTube, like, let me get some pro-blackness going on. And I would turn on Tariq Nasheed. It'd be a whole sausage party in there. It's like rare that you even see a woman comment like that. Right. I mean, it'd be so many people in this chat you can't see. But I'm saying, like, if you look at the comments afterwards, it's mostly men.
Oh shit! Okay. Can I pin it? Let me see if I can pin. Oh, there we go. I can pin comments. What kind of peace do black women obtain when they leave their community? That is a good question. Anybody care to answer?
What kind of peace do black women obtain once they leave their community? Huh. I don't know what that is. I never left my community. I mean, I've never dated. I've never dated out. Like the thought of just being near a white man that's close, just it always made my skin churn, my stomach churn. And I always felt weird being in a divestment space. I always was like, well, is there something wrong with me because I can't date a white man? Like I used to think it was something wrong with me. You know, I used to feel guilty.
You just ain't attracted to them. Just like I never really was attracted to white women, and I guess until I met the woman I'm with now. But she fucking older than the rest of everybody that I ever dated, so I'm good, and she still look good. That's the thing I be talking about. Mm-hmm. Like she's still thin. You know how they be like, you get with a fat white
thing, right?
You know what they say? They say when black men leave their community, they get with a fat white girl with money. Nigga, I'm about to prove everybody wrong, but that's not my objection. I don't even want to come on here and show my girl. That's how much I feel stupid about doing some shit like that. Cause it's not cool. You feel me? Like I'm in a relationship. I'm happy. You should be in one too. Find happiness. Everybody's looking for some kind of fucking standard rules, regulations. We gotta be here. Yo, we're not in Africa. We're not in Europe. We're not in fucking Russia. We're not in North Korea. We are American people, and we are meant to mix like a motherfucker.
Yep, that's what I was saying. You seen that?
Let me ask you a question before you continue.
Go ahead.
Why is it that a lot of the ladies over there don't talk about? They love KS. Let's just keep it real. All of them over there love KS.
Yeah.
I have not heard one of them go against KS. I have not heard one of them go against Tyler Perry. Yet they go against guys who counterpart those type of men. They more in defense of effeminate males than other women. The other women from other cultures is calling out these guys more than the women that's supposed to love black men. This don't make
answer that question. I can answer that question. I'll answer that question real simply. A lot of the dudes that are up here that look like us, Rallo, are very hyper masculine and very aggressive. They sound very angry, and it's not appealing to any woman. I mean, I don't give a fuck what woman it is. The way some of these men sound is not appealing to any woman. And that is making a projection or putting a projection on us as black men, because I'm not an obsidian who will say I'll walk over a pool of blood or some woman spilling. No, I'm going to stop and cover her bandage and wait for the ambulance. That's me. That's not them.
And how he's on those shows? He's on their shows. They don't even talk. They know he said those things, and he still get on their shows. It don't make no sense. People be putting these weird people on their shows, man. They weird guys.
When Obsidian said what he said, he everybody misconstrues what he said. Basically, he was explaining that it was like a Texas woman who was arguing with a white dude, and he's like, "Listen, if he would have shot that woman because she kept arguing with him aggressively, he's like, if he would have shot that woman, I would have walked over her blood." Like, that's what he was saying, because in retrospect, you shouldn't have been arguing with that man. You shouldn't have been arguing after he pulled the fucking gun out on you. Like, why is your mouth still running? Protect yourself in that point when there's no men around you. And then I got mad because it was a bunch of black divestors who was like, no black man protected her. One just filmed her. Yeah, because a white dude pulled out a gun. Now what's gonna happen?
They said Emmett Till family could have did something. Like they demonic.
They say everybody could have. Listen, they laughed at Kobe the day he died with his.
They love abuse. They love abuse, and a lot of ladies don't want to admit that. It's like
it's a sickness, but I think a lot of us are online because some of Rollo, you've been here for fucking years,
taken advantage of.
All right, Rollo, you've been here for years.
This is the reality. Nobody want to accept the fact.
You just really got here, but a lot of this shit is like fucking self-inflicted mental abuse. So we literally click on this shit in the morning to listen to the fucked up shit that black people got to say.
Damn.
Towards each other. That's not healthy for any of us. I'm gonna be honest.
Right. And that's why I said it needs to be more loving streams on pro-black love, and just more like streams on that. And motherfuckers started talking about marriage, and I said it's gonna be people trying to make it not cool to even have sex with one another anymore, while also having sex with one another.
You're right about that.
Fuck out of here. Like, we're using each other as cum rags, and that's what's said in the music. That's what we say to one another. Don't nobody care no more.
Not community. Other communities care. But I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you one thing though. one thing I learned being in America and my experience, my teachers, is that everything that happens in the black community happens in the white community next, and then it trickles to everybody else. And the white community is getting fucked up right now. But it's only because of the policy. And I talked to JB Gunner live about this shit. It's only because of the policies that are being implemented inside our country that leads to, oh, we want to destroy black people. Oh, these affect poor white people. So it transfers over. This is why you find, I don't know, well, welfare was started for them. But in all honesty, we're the face of welfare, but they're the fucking recipients.
And they're the most who use like fraud, who be lying about needing it too. They do that the most too.
Don't come
But
to New
they're
York.
on it the most
The
too.
Jews in New York, I'm sorry, the Jewish people are Hasidic people of ethnic origin, utilize the system fraudulently and not fraudulently on a daily basis. Listen, I done been to the motherfucking food stamp spot, the Section 8 spot, all that. You know who's in there with me? Jewish people and Chinese people. All you niggas talking shit need to shut the fuck up till you come to New York and sit in the goddamn Section 8 food stamp spot and then learn the truth.
Right.
Or just go to an all-white neighborhood and be like, I want to apply for Section 8. You won't get it as a nigga, tell you that much, because I tried in North Carolina. Wasn't happening.
Right.
Sanford County, they wasn't giving me shit. You know who they gave it to? White folks. In trailer parks. They said I was making too much. How the fuck you making $7 an hour and making too much?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Right. So listen.
Oh, they love doing that. They love putting black people in a hole. They're supposed to give you that money if you're making minimum wage. They don't give you shit. They still make. That's why I tell black men, what are you talking about when you like of a black women? We want y'all back. Okay, this is the whole thing. We're crying now because it's hard being on Section 8 and having just welfare. It's not fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? What you were saying?
I'll be honest. I think I gave up like a year and a half ago. I'll be honest.
Exactly. It's hard.
I'm not fucking. It's not that I'm not fucking with sisters. Is it the ones that I will fuck with? They on some bullshit. And I ain't trying to meet nobody new.
Right.
That's a sister. No offense to it. I mean, I know enough of y'all, so I'm good. They all on my Facebook. I see it. But right now, I'm just like, after listening to the divestment, I'm like, well, listen, if I'm gonna get with a sister and that's how she really thinks about me in the back of her head, shout out to Angela, aka Black Woman's Fair, because she's like, I can't respect a black man, even if I got one of them and the sex was good, the dick was big, I can't respect them.
And you know, I brought that out. She blocked me because I was like, bitch, you lying.
My point lying. Is, if you can, if even I can do everything that white man does, and you still don't have respect for me, I don't want to be around you. And I'm skeptic enough to not want to be around a community of people who might have the potential to think like that. Just like, and I'm gonna say, just like Cynthia G said, if you think you're pregnant and you might have a boy, abort it. I'll give Big J his credit. It takes a while to know you're having a boy, but in certain states, you can still murk that little nigga in your belly. Just want to say that too.
You could be killing the girls as well. They don't know what the hell they want.
And that's what I try to explain to Big J. I try to explain, oh, you think it's just about boys? No, it's about them getting pregnant by a black man and aborting whatever's inside their bait in their belly.
And they so damn dumb. They don't know every baby is a girl first. You dumb ass bitch.
Right.
Why don't y'all just delete yourselves? Y'all keep making the little bastards. Shit.
So I look at it as Americans, I guess we need to be more diverse and create the country that needs to be here so we don't have white supremacy, Spanish supremacy, black supremacy. We just have a fucking American supremacy. And I'll take that over all the other bullshit that we have. But the way some of us are going, creating factions, being tribal, it's just going to cause conflicts. And I mean,
we too tribal now, right?
We've been tribal. We've been tribal since we got here.
But I feel like it's more separation. Like we get more and more petty each day. Who knows? Like I seen motherfuckers arguing about, I'm not dating you. You're vaccinated. You got the jab. You're trifling. Like, bitch, what? Shit, like, you don't know why they had to do that.
Hi, Rollo. Do you want to
interject in that part? Yep. I'm not dealing with nobody.
I know Rollo's about to say something.
I'm not dealing with nobody that take it.
I've been listening to Rollo for quite some time. He don't fuck with the jabbers. I might give him a high
no
five.
woman that took it. No woman. And I know she took it. I know. Even if she tried to trick me into saying she didn't. There's just certain ways they move and the way they talk and the eyes tells a story. It's just the spirit of Javel. The Lord let me know, hey, stay away from that person. One particular one said she didn't take it, whom I was talking to, and then was asking her certain questions. And I said, hold on a second. Why here's something that you have to take? Because I know some of them have to take something once in the blue. You know, the doctors tell them, even though they took the thing, they still have to take certain medicine or certain. I said, what are you taking? And she told me, and I looked it up while we was talking. I said, oh, you took the thing, didn't you? Oh, I was gonna tell you. I said, listen, I don't care how fine you are, how good looking you are. I ain't dealing with nobody that take the thing because I don't want that thing forcing on me.
All right, so here's what's cool. Oh shit, I gotta echo. My shorty ain't take the thing. I took the thing. I got on the plane this morning. Rollo, you echoing? Mute up.
Yeah, was that you or?
No, that's right. I could see his when I talk, his thing was okay. Stop. So my girl ain't got the thing. I got the thing, but I got on the plane this morning and they didn't ask me for no goddamn vaccination card at all. I was on the plane at 7:00 this morning, so I don't know. But like I said, the world, all that jab, all that 2-year lockdown, whatever they did to stack their money up.
That's her decision, though, V-Dub. If she want to deal with you, that's her decision. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it because the woman took it. If I tell the ladies the same thing. If the guy didn't take it and you get with him, you're going to get some side effects because it's just the germs. It's just what it is. That's between y'all. I'm not dealing with nobody that take it. I'm not taking no chances.
No, we good though. We in. I told you, Riley. I moved to Florida, man. I got a car, house, everything down south. So I'm just up here to fucking clear this house out and leave. But when I went down there, went on my first fucking I went to go buy a new bed, new mattress. Dude was like, "Hey, welcome to a free state." We was like, "Yeah, we just moved to Florida. We need the mattress." Motherfucker was like, "Yeah, welcome to a free state." Oh, I'm sorry for saying that.
Huh?
Bruh, they don't wear no mask in Florida. They don't do nothing. That shit is so free. I was like, I'm good. I ain't gotta put on no mask every 5 minutes.
Shout out to Florida, man. Shout out to Florida.
Florida, right? I'm gonna be in Tampa for the next few years, my niggas. Tell you that right now.
I never knew that about Florida.
Oh, Florida's the most fucked up state in the whole United States. Hello, George Bush, Al Gore.
Now I do know that.
I want to say to Aries, I don't have no issues. I know you took it. V-Dub took it. I don't have no issues with people taking it. Now, when it comes to relationships, it's just a biological difference. That's just my opinion. That doesn't make me right. And it's not being scared and schizophrenic. It's just that I prefer to deal with somebody that didn't take it, and I didn't take it. It's just right. It's just the right thing in my perspective.
I respect that shit, and the only reason I respect it is because my girl said the same shit, but she had to deal with me because I got it when I was winning. I'm like, I'm about to lose this job. You see my check, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, I need to take this fucking shot right quick. But now
I didn't have nowhere to live. I got the first jab, and that's it.
Like, you want a house? You better take this shot, bitch. She was like,
yes. You gonna be on the street with your children? Right. No.
You want an extra? Give me the extra. Give me the booster right now, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Now I put the signature on the rest. I just needed a signature. Fuck that. Wow. On a little card. Fuck that.
Yeah, I didn't get no booster. I got my 2 shots, but that was it. But you know what? I'm about to leave this company anyway. I'm going to a restaurant and get my tips. Man, I was talking to the lady the other night. She's like, yeah, I made $400 last night. Extra cash. What? Last night? And you got to go back to work tomorrow? Oh, yeah. Give me an application.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go make this Florida guap and sell some goddamn lobsters and shrimps at the restaurant. I ain't never worked in a restaurant, but best believe I'm about to learn.
I know that's right.
Shit, I'm getting some money, man, bro. I got a whole car in the house to pay for. And I know I got some extra money coming in, but I don't know if it's gonna be $10,000 the last 2 months. Promise you. I've done it before. 20,000 lasts a good 4 months if you're right.
If you think about it, all the stuff that's going on, we still talking. We good, man. I mean, like, I will say, man, I was disappointed of a lot of our people taking it and other coaches taking it too, because we have more say than they do. They're supposed to serve us, and respect to those who really is like, yo, man, I got a friend, I'm cool with him, and it's not fair to him. He ain't want to take it. They losing their job. But hey, man, everybody make their decision. And now they're going to open up things. And the reason for that is because a lot of their peers is losing money and also losing other things. See, when people, whether they took it or not, say, you know what, enough is enough, you're not going to disrespect the children. This is the most important thing. When they started messing with the children,
Yes.
I was thinking the parents was going to have enough muscle to say, even though they make their decision, like, yo, you're not touching my child. Now, that's violation right there. They talk about what other countries do to children. You just violated the children's policy and rights here, too. You can't talk about other places and you doing it here in America, violating the parents and children's rights.
Now, we can fight the hell for my child not to get that vaccination. I don't want my child vaccinated. That's my, I'm an adult. I can take the backlash for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll die for my children. That's why I had them. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything happened, I'm supposed to lay down my life. But my kids, they not having that shit. Oh, no. I can't take that. You're not stabbing up my babies and shit. No. That's why I
Where the real population control is going. Because the children are supposed to keep the earth going. How are the children going? Lord forbid. I'm just saying, Lord forbid. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's sinister right there. And then they talking about babies. Like, I what? Oh Lord, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
So, like, are y'all traditional vaccine, or y'all just anti-new?
I'm not
I
about
think
anything.
I'm anti-nuance.
I'm
This
about
vaccine is
choice.
not.
It's about choice because they say we as a people, they already think we anti already just by not doing what they tell us to do. We anti. I'm not an anti person. It's choice.
Every government says the same thing about its people. That's why Russia's doing what they doing. Motherfucking Ukraine's doing what they doing. People are subjects, and they utilize us as chess pieces, pawns, to really hit their government or global agenda. And we just the motherfuckers that starving, the motherfuckers that when they cut off our water, we ain't got it. No electricity, we stuck. But they good. So we need to figure out what they're doing that we're not, in order to fight them. But the way this system is set up, these guys are well protected, well secured, and I mean, even if a nuclear bomb went off, their jeeps will still run type shit. You know what I mean? Like, so we're
got
thinking
bunkers.
survive. They're thinking control the world for the next 30 years, even if we destroy it.
That's deep. That's deeper shit. Yeah.
We don't think like that.
Like that.
Black people don't think like that. We think about maybe a year tops, but we ain't thinking 5, 10, 20, 30 years.
That's what I said earlier. We don't. It's the ladies don't realize y'all have the power to shut down these people's economy. Y'all the biggest spenders. And if y'all just say, you know what, we had enough with these silly men, these weird men, these strange men, and we're gonna stop cutting their support, then guess what? They're gonna listen. When we do it, it's one thing. When y'all do it, it speaks volumes. Y'all don't realize that.
Right.
That's why they go to y'all first. That's why Satan went to y'all first. Because y'all have the power within y'all. He can't have no allegiance if he didn't. See, Adam was just doing what he needed to do as a man.
Right.
He didn't think negative. And so a woman has a way of doing things, and then she's emotionally attached to different things. So when the man is going for a certain amount of time, the weakling comes in out of nowhere and try to bring in his talking points, and he had her go against her own man because he couldn't face the man himself. See, they know they could trick y'all a little bit quickly and get y'all to trick the man. And we starting to see that time after time after time.
Wow. Mm-hmm. You're right though, Rallo. That's deep. Now I kind of understand what your whole point. Your whole point why you're upset. You know, what
So
Jessica.
Rallo a whole Israelite. So he's got the word in him. Well, I mean, I understand where Rallo comes from because I read the book, but the only thing I had a question was who's to pick me and should I want them or not? That's why I got a call. That's why I made this show. I'm like, I want to pick me, bitch, in my life. Rallo, you need to tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I don't want the pick me bitches you talking about. That's all I've been trying to figure out for the end of the day.
I just don't. I just want. It has to be order, man. We have been listening. It's nothing wrong listening to a woman, but you have to be mindful what you're listening to when they talk, because they may be saying some truth, yet they have their own interests, and their own interest may not be your interest. Because when you lie with them, you're lying with. It's supposed to be forever. She's not supposed to outdo a man and having multitude of partners because it's going to dilute her mind. She's not going to think clearly. And that's why a lot of these ladies get caught up in tragedies because they're going from man to man to man, different personalities. It's going inside her dome. And so she got craving for this man. She got craving for, she's not capable of dealing with multitude of men. And then most men are psychologically crazy over certain women. So in his mind, he like, what the hell I'm doing wrong? And you with somebody else, and that creates war. That's how war came. That's how the war came.
You know what,
Because
Rallo?
they
You
fighting
right.
over a
I
woman.
know but you right, Rallo, because I seen the confusion in Ches, who was part of the Pick Me, Ches Charday, and I loved her content at first because she speak real shit. But when I was watching her, she was talking big shit about like 304s and shit like that. Then she had another man on her podcast, and she was saying like, but women need to give it up on a first date, and they don't need to be dating. And it's just like, so you already know that it's popular in the dating scene to tell black women anyway to go roster date and date multiple men. And basically, you don't even understand. You're just saying it. You're saying the same shit, the same demonic shit for black women to do. You're just saying it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like I do see confusion. You know, you do have to be careful. And like you said, like they promote feminine men, and it's not good.
And that's my only plight with them. That's my only plight with them. And they could have their plight with me. I have no issues. Many people have said things about me. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain and cry. I said what I had to say. And I'm cool with certain people that I went back and forth with. It's just what it is. But once the men start seeing that these entities want us to be like them, we have to counterpart those sissy men. The sissy men is in charge of the world. There's no man upright in charge of the world, not one. And they gave these women usurp authority over us. That's in the scriptures. It's prophecy being fulfilled, and we're going to certain women for answers. And in relationality, they're supposed to come to us for answers. And some of us don't have answers because most men can't even complete their sentences. They can't complete a conversation with a lady. Every time a woman talks to a man, she's like, what the hell, scratching her head. She's like, you don't even know what he's talking about. You got to have enough sense to talk to a lady, especially if she's been around. And she's been around drama because she's fighting it. Because if you lie with this woman, you got to remember she lied with somebody else. Now you're going to take on her personality and most likely those other guys' personalities. And whatever woman he's dealing with, you're going to take on her personality. So that's why you have that. See, the Lord made it to whereas a man can have more than one woman if he takes care of them. It's just that you ladies are fighting against your own salvation because you work together in these companies. You get the work done for Bob's, Joe, Larry, the goon on the street. Y'all work together to get his money, but y'all don't want to do it the right way. Y'all want to do it the wrong way. Y'all are the financial. You ladies are the biggest financial support, and they want your. Do you want to get up in the morning every day? go to these places, be disrespected by these weird men, by men that can't talk, can't speak, and then you frustrated. But if you stay with somebody that's in the truth, that you could be around your sister wives and make sure everything's good, guess what? Your life will be at peace. The children will be good. They get to be with their other brothers and sisters. That's why most African places and most Muslim places they do pretty good. And you rarely hear conflict in those polygynies in those countries.
I disagree with that. There's a lot of the even in those situations, because the world is so bad, you have so many people who say that they came out of the situations abused. But I mean, I think the world is trying to try poly now, but there's so much jealousy and other things that gets in the way, the finances and stuff like that. I think if a person can't be with one person, then they don't need to be with multiple people, because then they'll just end up hurting multiple people.
I disagree with that. I agree that in the black community, we have no other choice of survival but polygamy, which we already practice, but we don't practice it properly. Therefore, we have issues and content and people ending up dead because we don't have the culture of it behind us. I believe that we do need to start teaching our children that polygamy is an acceptable practice within our community. The Mormons do it. Utah was founded by it. But we need to teach them why. You know what I'm saying? We need to show them why. All these families that are not intact, all these women that can work, and all these men that have been role reversed and can provide for families, I believe it's an optimal opportunity for our community to rebuild itself. I think that 3 working women with one functional father type figure that can change Pampers, do milk, do all that shit, I believe that might be our next position. We have been role reversed as black people, not only in America, but in the diaspora.
Mm.
I agree with you.
You think the same weird social norms that black people go through when they try to be poly? Do you understand that white people go through those same things too? That's you know what I'm saying? Like
yes, I do.
The turmoil, like the making fun of the kids in school, like the kids being confused and stuff like that. Like I just think that as far as like relationships and family and then a society that we in, that's so tricky to do. And it would have to be like we would have to form our own utopia almost for it to be acceptable. And even that
we'd have
has
to be on code.
Consequences. What you were saying?
We would have to be on code, and we would have to be in accordance that this is an acceptable practice within our community. All of us have to say, I might not accept it for my child, but it can be an acceptable practice inside our community. So I might be a staunch person and be like, hey, none of my daughters can have, sister wives. But if it's conducive to her fucking growth and her living happy, why am I sticking myself inside that situation? And as older people, we need to die in the fucking wilderness, as the Bible says. We do not need to inhibit the movement of the youth because society has changed, culture has changed, life has changed, the system has changed. Nobody's writing on fucking stone anymore. There's a tweet and the whole world knows. Everything's changed. And it's not the world that we grew up in. It's their world. And we have to back away from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. We have to, I know I have to walk away from Twitter. I was there at the beginning of Black Twitter. I had to walk away from it. I walked away from Black Twitter for 3-4 years now.
I walked away from the social justice warrior movement, so I know.
Right. And it's a matter of us understanding as elders, we have to take a different position and we have to give guidance in what we seen while we was there and the best way to move forward. Will the younger generation take our advice? Maybe, maybe not. But it's up to them to make that choice, not up to us. They have to fail on their own.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
But I hope Rallo comes back up. Let me see if I can drop this shit again. I know he on his phone running around these city streets. I just got back in New York. It's cold out here. There you go. All right, there you go. I got you back in, Rubber. Yeah, no, I mean, we just have to, as elders, we have to put forward a structure that they can implement and like progress because we won't be here forever. And that's all that needs to be really done, is that they need to be prepared. And they need to be prepared and have understanding of white supremacy, racism, how this shit affects them, economic depravity, social economic status. They need to have understanding of all of these things before they just go into the world. If not, we're going to do the same things that our elders did to us. Throw us in this shit and tell us this is what you got to do to get this, that. All right, bye.
Right.
I don't want to do that to my kids. My kids probably won't even have that. They're gonna grow old and be like, oh, my daddy left me this house here. Okay. Outside of that, I mean, I want to know where your mind is at, TGT, because you do have two sons. As I presume, baby daddy's just crazy.
It's shit.
Right. I listen to you. I listen to you a lot. I be in the clouds like a motherfucker. And it's a matter of how do you move forward? I mean, you got your crib, you got your stabilization, you're doing your thing for the school, but how do you move forward? And as according to Kevin Samuels, or K to the A to the S, you would have been, I don't know your age, I forgot. But I guess you would have hit the wall, or you got, I'm sorry?
I'm 29. I'll be 29 on 11th. It's my birthday coming.
Yeah, I got a problem. All the girls that's 28, 29, either mess with me or get pregnant by me. I'm staying away from your ass. But I look at Kevin Samuels and what he tells to women, or women like you who have two children, baby daddy, like, what are you gonna do? You should settle, but I don't know if you should settle. Your demeanor is too strong for a settle, but you do have pick me type attributes. And that's
the whole thing
exactly
about
why I had this
it. I don't think it's a matter of settling. I don't think it's a matter of settling. I think that people miss the whole definition of hypergamy, and it says marrying your equal. Like, I don't need somebody that's not on my level, or I don't need somebody that's so above me and all this other stuff, and all this figures and all that other stuff. It's all about what's inside, because a man that's ambitious, a man that's not selfish, they're not going to be they're going to be generous towards me. They're going to make sure that what I need done is done. And I'm not looking for nobody to trick off on me, and I've never been that way. I never could relate to certain hypergamous spaces anyway, even when I was over there with the Cynthia G's and shit like that. Like, I think that's why I was so close to, like, I really love Black woman spirit content, and I really love Nyla, before she quote unquote burned the cape and then started going off the deep end. But, like, because I seen that she was with a hood ass nigga who seemingly did shit for her. Now we can see that she take care of him. But like, the whole point about it is I'm not looking for something too grandiose or whatever. I don't need all that.
Right.
I'm not that type of person. But I would want somebody with a stable job. Because somebody with a job, you can have a good job and it not be stable because you keep being late. You don't have good work ethic, so you get dropped from the job. Now we fucked over. That's why I said I want Black women don't think about what type of character in a man they want, so that way they won't be broke and they won't be pure, so they can pass on some type of wealth or build wealth. I want somebody to build with me.
Do you believe that other women in other communities see that in Black men, and that's why their relationships are successful? Or do you think that they pull that out of Black men to make the relationship successful?
I think I don't know. Like, I think so. Because even when Black women is with white men, like, they tend to be more feminine and stuff like that and try to tone it down. And then when you're with white people, like, depending on what type of white person you're going for, you might need to tone down your Blackness anyway. So you're bound to go to this top if you end up talking like them. They might show
I feel like if you're in a relationship with anybody outside of the Black community, you'll have to turn it down. Especially openly. You know what I mean? Like, an open person like me, I've turned my shit down so much it's not even funny. But you have to turn it down because I'm on some Richard Pryor, Paul Mooney shit. But my girl is on the same shit. So I'm a little bit more open and free, but you have to turn it down. But I feel like when Black American people, right, get
Mm-hmm.
in these out of racial relationships, they tone down shit that like, it's like, yo, you grew up in the projects, like in the back staircase, like you was a hood bitch. All of a sudden you're eating teas and crumpets, like get the fuck out of here. Like that's the shit that triggers me. My problem is, right, like I think that's a good thing for you to upscale, take yourself out your environment, learn new things, learn new trades, learn new tastes. I find that to be the perfect fucking upgrade. But when you come back and be like, yeah, these niggas ain't shit, they can't take me to get tea and crumpets. It's like, bitch, we couldn't take you to get tea and crumpets, and if he worked at Walmart, he couldn't either. But
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
easier to chastise the black man than it is to chastise the white dude. I literally heard Cynthia G say that a dusty man working in a corporate office is still lower than a white man working in shelves at Walmart.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Damn. So like, and I don't feel that way. Like, I just they have a terrible image. Their image of black men is terrible no matter where they are. Right? No matter where they are in life, it's like, fuck you, you're just a black man. Even if I get into that union, you still gonna treat me like shit. And it's just like, okay, but look at those celebrity women. They sitting up there crying, wiping off their tears with $100 bills. Bitch, shut up. Like,
That's
that's
funny
ridiculous.
because you said even if they get into the union, and I don't even think black women know what the union is. My uncle is making $100,000 right now. And the motherfucker got two houses, all kind of shit. He retired in 2 years, all union, right? Asbestos removal. But black women would call him Dusty. And I would be like, he ain't Dusty. This nigga is bougie. He's the nigga wearing the Clark sandals. You know the sandals that look like they braided, and you can only see like a
Yes.
half a toe and shit. It'd be like the
Yo,
front
yeah.
toe, the middle toe. He be wearing them shits with plaid fucking shorts in the middle of the goddamn beach. I'm like, this nigga is balling. So I got myself a pair of slippers and plaid shorts. But
You irky.
I wanted to be like that when I grew up because this nigga was balling. Every time we went out or went somewhere in the country, right? We went to his timeshare. This nigga was balling. That's Dusty. My white friends didn't have timeshares. None of them had timeshares. They was like, where you going? I'm like, to the beach down south for a weekend, bitch. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach up the street. They ain't had that shit, but I'm Dusty.
Right?
They would rather get with a janitor before they get with a guy that's executive. That's why
The
they
nigga
that's why they
janitors
went
I
against the
know make
Tyler
140.
movie. Remember
Right.
the Tyler movie Good Deeds? A lot of so-called black women complained about that because he wasn't being Medea at that time, and that was a hell of a good movie. It showed that the woman was a janitor and she helped Tyler Perry to become the man in that particular go to Africa and own the business.
Right.
Oh, they don't want to put. Oh, they was upset with that, and they was also upset with acrimony. Acrimony show a lot of truth. You
I've
had
never
one.
watched that fucking movie.
Oh, you got to see that movie. Good, I can see
I
you seen
know
it.
they keep telling me to watch
It's
that
so
shit.
boring. It's boring because
Thank
Oh,
I
you.
mean,
it's
I'm
boring.
just
That's why I ain't watch it.
no.
I
I
know it's
think it
boring.
was boring because how can I put this? Because Tyler Perry, as me, I'm a writer, so I know Tyler Perry keep recycling the same plots over and over again. Like I'm just like, why do you keep saying the same thing? But go ahead, what you were saying, Rallo?
Well, in that movie, Tari P. Henson played as the first woman he was with when they was young, and she helped him along the way. And the other one was more caring and wanted to see him do better.
Yeah, that's the
And
white community.
and then Tyler P. Henson was getting upset because he was never working. But guess what? She liked it. The sets was good, right? That's what kept him around. Long as he gave her the good old sets, she was helping him out. But what's crazy about the whole thing is, and the part of the movie when he got the place and he gave her a check, he gave her more. Got the house back, gave her the check, and he dealt with the same other woman. And she came in, though she was gonna get some again because she was dealing with that name dude. Last thing you know, the other one came out with the engagement ring. That bothered her. But she was telling him she was saying he was a no good dude. And what made her insecure was when she saw that phone and that wallet, listening to her family. And now she went against her family because she realized her family was no good too. And them guys was not up to par. But she was like, oh, family, yeah, you right, you right, you right. Her family destroy her blessings. And that's what some sisters go through. They're like, oh, my man ain't no good. the minute, the minute he gone, he gets up to the next top. He
Like
act
your
like he was part of
acrimony,
it.
like why? I
Call
understand
my
what you
ex-wife.
like acrimony. I understand now because I gotta think about it. He did get money, and he did give her some money, some of that money, and I'm like, what the fuck is she so mad for? Do you think that's
Because of the
realistic
set.
though,
Because
Rollo?
of the set. Because of the sets. That's why.
Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. I survived Hurricane Sandy and I got 15 stacks from fucking FEMA, right? Mm-hmm. Plus another 2 stacks for the cars that one car wasn't even running, they gave me money for, another car was. So it was 2 stacks altogether. Shorty walked away with 13 stacks. Okay? You ask me if I give a fuck about any of that money. She done lost the car she spent with it. She ain't even in the same apartment she spent with it. All that money went to waste. Could you imagine what I would have did with $15,000?
Right.
You feel me? Like my brain only works in creating businesses. And that's why I'm fucking with who I'm fucking with. That's why my studio is getting built right now because she believes in that aspect. This one, she had Excel spreadsheets, money numbers, cost of inventory, cost of the truck. Everything was laid in front of her. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to spend this on this. I want to pay this credit card bill off. Credit card bill still ain't paid off. We're talking 10 years now. Credit card bill still ain't paid off. The money's all gone. The cars is all gone. She got 3 more cars after that. I could have had you in a Bentley or some stupid shit or Mercedes or something. Just driving. You wouldn't have had to do nothing. I would have been the only one working. But black women don't like to listen to black men when they have plans, structures, business. Like, I'm not sitting down reading these books, these documents, these laws for myself. I don't want this information. I want to create a business.
See, here's the thing though, right? V-Dub, you have to understand that there's a lot of black women that's so irritated because they dealt with the con man that acted like they was going to do that. So they don't even know what real building looks like. And I'm like, he would start studying what he says he wants. He would actually go out and get it. But I mean, I do know that there's ones that's serious like you. And like you said, the dream just fell apart because there was no help. But it's just like, it's a lot of black women that be like, that just let some dude stay on their couch. It's like he's staying on your couches. He's not paying anything. He doesn't even want to get a regular 9-to-5 so he can support his own personal career. You know, like that's the type of thing that black women need to open their eyes and realize they just don't want to. They just like, I'm just gonna find a white man. And then white people see it and now they dying. You know, it's sad.
White people do see it. But shout out to James. He has entered the panel. Is about to get litty. What's up, young brother? My nigga? My champ? What's good? I was fucking with you, New York love. It better not be a troll showing their penis. Y'all niggas is crazy. Pull my face up. Only my face right now. Hold on. Hey, James, man, your shit working? I know that's you because I see the hat. James, where you at, though? Oh, no, you in Rochester. Either way, I feel like it's a lot that we need to do as a black community. We all need to get on code. We either need to figure out this ADOS, FBA, how we work with the diaspora. How does this work with black American tribes and Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Haitians, African, 50,000 million tribes over there. The motherfuckers that's stuck in Europe or Ukraine. How do we work and get all that shit popping? Like, how do we do that together? But right now, I know we all have infighting. A lot of jealousy, hatred, not accepting of accolades that were made from the contributions of others. Just like, we have to accept a Haile Selassie or a fucking Mansa Musa or what's the guy that took over Carthage? Hannibal. We have to accept that as our black history, but shouldn't they accept a Lewis Latimer or Frederick Douglass or God, who are the other people that we know? Not Frederick Tuck. What the fuck is that? Whatever. Shouldn't they acknowledge our contributions like we acknowledge their contributions? That way we can really build a whole Pan-Africanism type of family. That way we can have something to stand on because, Ukraine has the whole world behind them. I hope I didn't mute nobody. No, everybody's mic is open. Let me pull that back up. No,
Oh,
everybody's got themselves muted. Okay.
oh, okay. Cause Rollo, his I just want to make sure I don't disturb the playback.
It
But
all
yeah.
echoes when he turns his stuff on, so we just gotta shut up when he talks.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. But what
So
you
I
was
wanted to hear. I wanted to hear what you had to say about the acrimony thing before you continue.
Right.
Oh, you said
So now,
what? I didn't hear the question.
the
I got
acrimony. You was talking about the acrimony situation.
I forgot what I was going to say. I got
All right. Well,
ADHD. My thoughts is
let me
gone.
put it. Let me put it in some kind of. Let me put it in some kind of time context. Basically, what you were saying is that, like, hey, listen, this man, he did what he did. He was a hood nigga sleeping on the couch. But when he got his bread, he broke Shorty off. And how could she
Right.
be mad at that? Like, if you're not with him, but you still got that bread, what you mad at? And so I think Ryla wants to hear kind of your response to, yo, you got the money. You got all this bread. Thank you for letting me sleep on your couch. Here's the residuals for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, here's thank you. This is like fucking years worth of rent. I got back on my feet. Here's the bread. I just can't be with you no more, shorty, because the shit that I went through living on your couch. And let's be honest, if you living on a black woman's couch, she's gonna treat you like a piece of shit half of the time.
Oh
So
yes.
right.
Oh
So
yes.
once you get up on your feet and you like, you know what? I'm done being treated like a piece of shit. Yo, here's 10 stacks. I'm out. I got some new pussy. I never seen acrimony, but I'm guessing that's what happened. And Shorty was mad after that part, right?
Yeah, and I just didn't. But I think he's talking about like he might be talking about a certain type of black woman who just wants domination and control over a man, and it's not about money. I think it was also it might have been like almost like a how can I put this? Like a prophecy for a lot of black women and how they acting now for real. Like you know what I'm saying? Where like how you said, even if they do get the money and stuff like that, it's still like fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm yeah. Brother,
No, no. And that's why I asked Rallo the question of who's the pick me, because I listen to this young sister and I'm glad she hopped on the panel. But I listen to her all the time and she don't sound like a pick me, but she sound like she would like a loving fucking man in her life that will deal with the thing that Kevin Samuels says that we wouldn't deal with, which I mean I've dealt with stepchildren before too. But the point is, it's like this is a woman here who's willing, able. She just wants the right man, the right person. How is she a pick me in that category? But divestors and others are able to call her a pick me, and she goes off on black men. You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
Like,
no. Like I said, I don't know too much about the Granacity. However, now listening to her, if she call herself that, that's her decision. I don't consider her one. I consider her wanting to be a select woman that is not tolerating BS, because most of those women still want to toy with certain men. I don't see that in her as far as the conversation going. As time will tell, she will get to know me, I will get to know her. You know, while we do content, she will break down her situation. I'll break down my situation. The thing is this, she wants to be selected. And it seems like from what I'm gathering, she knows that most of those women are full of BS. And
Mhm.
she called out one in particular who I'm going to have to break down because I saw her with Classic Ruby and Melody Speaks. I forgot about her. If
that
you go
sexy red is a new one.
yeah, her too.
Hmm.
What do they promote?
Yo, Sexy Red Young, yo.
They promote showing they
Shout out to
good.
that.
I just saw the Nika Marie showing her goodies again.
The who?
If you want the message to get across, you don't have to show too much to get a man's attention if you that woman. And as
Mhm.
far as I seen from Granacity, she hasn't showed too much to know that she that woman. She knows a lot of men want her. And these other women be in denial. Oh, Rollo, these guys don't want me, so why they over there for? They want you. I can't
Mhm.
stand when women be like, oh no, no, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. If you are attractive, 9 times out of 10, these men want you. And if they telling you they don't want you, it could be multitude of reasons, but some of them want to hit it. They want to hit it. They want to hit that coochie.
This nigga stupid. All
That's
right,
a problem. You
listen.
listening to these
Hold
sissy
on,
men.
Rallo.
Oh, I just want to comment. Say, no, you want to hit that coochie.
You stupid, Rallo. Hold on, everybody. Shout out to my nigga James. He's in the building.
Yo, can you hear
What's
me,
up,
bro?
young player?
Can you hear me,
Let's
man?
hear it. As an OG, we want to hear from
Can
you.
anybody hear me?
We can all hear you. I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear
Yo,
you.
man. At the end of the motherfucking day, let me say this. You niggas coloring the lines, right? I don't do that. I don't follow rules. Nobody don't dictate the rules, the pace, the avenues, none of that. I jumped off the porch when I was 8 years old. Feel me? I seen my sister with a white man. I didn't know anything about white living. I only seen the ghetto shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause my cousins are half white, half black. And my mom brother was married to a white woman for almost 30 years, maybe longer than that, before, you know what I'm saying, he passed away, the cancer. So I seen the bikers, that side, you know what I mean? So my sister had the privilege of having a boyfriend that was white. So I seen the suburb living, the wealth, the nice cars, the money, all of that. She ain't take advantage of that shit. She fucked that shit up like the whole say, man. He was trying to put her in positions to own apartment buildings, like 100 units, nigga. That type of money. You know what I mean? She was out there doing whatever, man. It's about how you was taught when you was coming up. It ain't all about the men. Yeah, it is, but it's about your upbringing. She had good jobs, all of that growing up. Yo, she the only one in the family that graduated from high school, all of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you do after you get out of high school, yo. What kind of moves you making, what you doing. Either you want to run the streets, like all of us did in the family, me, my brother, and my sister, but it's all about what you do after that when you bounce back from whatever path life takes you down. If you 50, 60 years old, whatever the fuck age you are, you doing the same shit you did in your 20s, it's a fucking problem, bro. Like, let's cut the bullshit. We all got scars. We all got blood. We all did fucked up shit. Some motherfuckers want to hide their blood. Some motherfuckers want to put all their shit on the table to change this shit.
Let me
To
ask you a
change our
question.
ways, man.
Let me ask
You
you a
dig?
question, young blood.
Yeah, you're. Yeah,
As
let's
a young
go.
blood, we growing
You
up in this
already.
shit. We hear what the young woman has said. You in Rochester. You in
Oh,
diversity. My
yeah.
question is, do you see yourself with a white chick, or are you actively seeking to be with a black woman?
Nah, like, I'm already ahead of the curve of the granocracy and all of that. That's new words that I heard when I came up in this space. You know what I mean? Red pill, blue pill, and all of that. I ain't know that shit till I connected the dots when I came in this space. Everybody seen the Matrix, but nobody really put all the pieces together. You dig? I'm saying, yo, my baby mother is Puerto Rican. Feel me? I've been with her for 18 years. You understand? I ain't been with a black woman over 23 years, maybe 24. I don't fuck with black women. Feel me?
Oh Lord.
I don't like the things they do. That's cool, but I don't got no gripe. I'm not on here like, yo, I hate every woman. I got wrenches on other women's platform, whether it's the beef sector, whether it's side B, whatever the fuck y'all call this shit. I'm cool with black women. You know what I'm saying? I just don't I just don't like the shit that they do. But why should I care about that? And I'm not dealing with that. The only time I deal with a black woman, man, is when I'm going to the grocery store, the bank. Know what I mean? Speaking to a telemarketer over the telephone. 9 times out of 10, like, I'm good. Now I'm dealing with a black woman, but the only difference is her family was married. They still married. They've been married for 30 years. The mother was a teacher and her dad worked at GMC and shit, trucking. I think he retired. I don't know. And she do nursing. So I'm in a whole nother dimension when it comes to the archetype of a hyena or a scrag y'all talking about. I don't deal with them women. I may say hi, I gotta deal with them, depends on what type of setting we in. But as far as my personal life, no, I don't deal with scrags. I don't know,
I
man.
gotta be
Listen,
honest with you, young
something
brother.
I don't know what these niggas be doing.
I gotta be
Even
honest
when I
with
was
you, young
dealing with a
brother.
scrag, yo,
No,
she
no,
treat
no.
me
Hold
different.
on, James.
Hold
I
on.
gotta be honest
I
with
don't know
you.
what these niggas is,
I
man.
don't know what a hyena or a stag is. I've
Oh, okay,
never met
okay.
one.
So
But I
you're not in
did
the
meet.
manosphere thing.
No. No. I'm in the manosphere. I know what they're saying, and I know the definitions. But
Like a
I've
hood
never
rat,
met a
like a
hyena
hood
or a
rat. You
stag.
feel me?
So
Like a
my
hood
question
rat.
is, my question is, young brother,
Yeah, what
do
up?
you believe that these older niggas are pulling in the energy that they deserve in us
Hell yeah.
younger people are pulling in the energy that we deserve, i.e., women that are cooperative, women that
Man.
do their thing.
Who made that word up?
And I'll be honest, all women are crazy. I'm always gonna say that. My
Yeah,
girl hates
like
when I say
I
that shit,
don't
but I
know.
think every woman is crazy.
I
Puerto
get you,
Rican,
bro.
black.
I like me personally, man. I don't know nothing about that. I know about my life. My life is like this. I like a woman that's spicy. All women's gonna be spicy, but she gonna be spicy to certain dudes. What y'all call it, the shit test or whatever. If you don't pass that shit test, nigga, then you don't deserve that woman. You know what I'm saying? Cause he wanted, man, yo, a woman gonna talk spicy as shit, nigga, especially being from like New York, LA, Chicago, all of these bigger states. Like every time you walk outside, you're gonna walk into a spicy woman. Some gonna be flyer than others. Some ain't gonna have shit, still thinks he's spicy, fat, whatever, wearing crazy ass clothes. Not just the way of the world, cause we got Lizzo. Shouts out to her. You feel me? I don't hate what she doing. Everybody want to be on the scene. Everybody want to be top notch. Back in the day, we knew what the spicy woman was. Everybody played their position. If a fly nigga like me or whoever come to the crib, like most of the time, these chicks knew their position. They knew they had to be jokey. They knew they had to, you know what I mean, knowing how to play spades. Like they couldn't come out their mouth like that, yo, with a fly nigga who also talk shit too and don't give a fuck too and got mad confidence too.
It's too many bitch
Man, they
niggas though.
already
That's
smell
not
that
one that
energy.
can't go bar for bar now. Like
Whoa,
I
whoa,
niggas
whoa,
don't
is
know
whoa!
more
about that.
Hold on,
versatile
hold on.
like
I don't know about that.
Gynocracy,
that.
gynocracy.
I don't know
You
nothing
are
about that
not
shit.
in New York City, and a lot of us
Okay, and I
was
know
from
it's
Essex.
I'm not talking
Nah,
about him and his situation. I'm talking
No,
about
know the
I'm
period.
talking.
temperature. You don't know the temperature. If you don't know the
Yeah,
temperature of New
we
York,
got a different
then you
level,
don't know. You don't know unless you be there. It's a different air. It's a different walk. It's a
and
different talk. It's a
that's the only
different
reason.
lingo. Like, come on, man.
Hold on,
Like,
OG.
that's
The only
crazy.
reason I interjected is because the young blood is from like a different part of New York, but he's still in New York, and like his heart
Yeah.
beats the city, so
And it's
he's on
fucked
a
up
different
out
level.
here.
Like his,
I'm talking.
like
I'm
if he
referring
came
to
to
when
your
he
town,
said
his
that
game is
black
gonna be
women
on.
don't know how to talk. Like when he said black
Like,
women
you don't
just
even
go in
know
the
what I
room and
said.
be
Just ask me.
spicy.
Just ask me and I'll tell you. That's all you got to do.
Right,
I'll
right.
tell
I'll
you.
let
I
y'all
know what
talk.
I said verbatim.
Hold on. Before y'all finish. I want to say the young nigga. That's why I let him on the panel real quick. He from a
Yeah,
young
you
part
already
of
know.
town. You feel me? He from Rochester. He's still from New York. You know what I mean? He can get on the bus right now, come to the city.
Yeah, that shit ain't
Our
nothing but a high.
environment? Our environment up here is different from everybody
Right, it
else's.
is. It is
You
though,
feel
yo.
me?
Like y'all
So,
the mega, you know what I'm saying? Y'all taught us.
right, but you still got
Everybody
the
thought that it was
swag.
about cows and horses, but we had to let
I
certain
like cows and horses,
individuals
my
know what
nigga.
time it was. Like, we still keeping this shit old New York up here. You got 38 Special. You got my man Etho. That's my sandbox brother. You got Ransom. You got Black G's. Like all of these brothers you can find on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like you got my other brother, Uwap, you know what I'm saying? He from the old New York Shanye, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Hudson Avenue, man, like a legendary block, Dining World, you know what I'm saying? Cole Summers Entertainment, my nigga, Etho Puerto Rican nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like you can find these brothers on YouTube, man. We the old New York, we the 90s niggas.
Let me.
We still
So
keeping it
now,
classy out here, QB
hold on,
links and
young
all of
G.
that good shit, the
I
clones and all
always
of that.
gotta, I always gotta
Swag
calm
out,
you
nigga.
down. Hold on, young G. I always gotta calm you down, nigga. You be turned
You
the fuck
already
up.
should know though.
I love that shit. I
Nah, we
love your
good,
turn
bro.
up.
That energy,
This
you
nigga,
feel
you
it, you
sound like
smell it, you hear
me.
it.
This nigga sound like me 5 years ago. Trust me, when you get to this stage that when you turn into me, I want you to call me personally on my
Yeah,
phone. I'm
you
gonna send
already
you my
know,
number.
man. Come on, you
Nigga,
the
as soon
first
as you hit
motherfucker I'm
this
calling.
level, you gonna be like, yo, dog, I get it.
Nigga, we gonna
I
ball
ain't
and relate
popping on
together, nigga.
nobody.
So
I'm
you know
good.
what time it is. You know, you my dog,
Yeah,
nigga. We
I
on
need you to
ball and
let
act
you your
2.0,
young.
nigga.
I
You
need
like,
you
yo,
to
these
let
young
all the
blood
young
niggas don't give a
niggas
fuck
shit out,
about you
bro.
old niggas. That
Hey,
way.
listen, man, let all the young niggas
You
shit
said,
out.
nigga,
But
I want to
I
be a
gotta ask the
counselor,
question.
nigga. I want to, nigga,
So
you
now
gotta
here
be a
goes the
counselor and
question.
counsel the young bloods. I like that shit.
Here goes the question, and I'm gonna ask the OG to talk to you real quick, and I'm gonna bow down. OG Rollo, I know we were talking earlier, and I want you to understand respectfully. This is nothing different. How the young men think, and that we need to die in the wilderness so that this young man's brain can fucking foster and create something that is good for our people. How do you
Word.
feel about that, Rollo?
Yeah, it's their time. It's their time because a lot of the baby boomers was too much in the noogie instead of, having something for the future for the
Word.
generation that we come in and the generation thereof in his perspective. And so If you look at the old guys, even though I don't rock with Vermeil, he even said that he's tired of these old guys, Kevin Samuels and them. He had to say, he said it yesterday.
Oh,
There's a
word?
lot of, yeah, he finally said it. He said he's tired of the older guys because a
Mm.
lot of these older guys don't invest. Where's the
Right.
investments?
Right.
What's the investments for them to look into? Why they should go to another man to continue to work? So this has nothing to do with the ladies. This has to do with these guys.
Right.
See, these
Mm.
guys want these ladies, and
Yep.
that's why they put these ladies in position. And now these ladies are going against their natural use.
Mm.
They talking feminine, but they're not being feminine. You see the difference?
Ooh, I
They
like
they're
that.
not
I
gonna
like how
put
you.
they're not putting
I,
on you they're not putting you young guys to do what you need to do. They'll
yeah.
put on these Danica Maries and all of them, these older men, because they never had a younger woman when they was young. Kevin Samuels never had a younger woman when he was young. Obsidian, all these older guys in their 50s and plus, and most of our age, beat up, did not have women like that. Now
Facts.
they get into women, so they allowing these women to be bigging up them and don't want to give you young lions the opportunity to take over. So they could call y'all hood boogers and stuff like that, but y'all have enough sense to know what's going on and you don't
Hell
want to
yeah.
follow the old ways, the old guard, because you see what it has done to your uncles and your
Yeah, yo,
grandfathers and
we learn
your
from them.
father.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you want
okay,
to be
boom.
better, but you're supposed to be better than us. That's
True
the most
indeed.
important thing.
Hey, yo, Wallow, man. At the end of the day, man, I heard you, man. I'm saying this is my first time hearing you, but you hear the hooplas into this. You a legend in your own right. You dig? Like, I listened to my predecessors before me, like dudes who had swag, like the host. He came up, like he showed his livings, he showed his books. He out there in the field. You know what I mean? He talking his talk, walking his walk, walking who he is. Like them, the OGs I want to be around. I want to be dudes. I want to be dudes like around Wallow. I want to be around dudes like Charles Franklin. You know what I mean? I'm on panels with these dudes. I could talk to these dudes, like dudes who built this space, what you call the mano space. I'm around the Godfathers. I could talk to these dudes anytime. Anytime Angry Man drop the link, I could ask this man any question I want. Like, what is these motherfuckers talking about? Like, we seen the meeting. We seen the meeting with Obsidian and all these other niggas. Is you gonna be with them niggas? Them niggas look fucked up to me. I won't, man, listen, I won't even dare be around them niggas. And shout out to Jack, yo, for going to that meeting. He was the only swag motherfucker there. You feel me? To me,
That's true.
I don't
Real
be
talk,
around them
real
old
talk.
club, washed up ass, sugar daddy ass niggas. Them the niggas on the block. Them niggas won't even come on the block. Them niggas either gonna buy something or them niggas going to the corner store and get the fuck out the Dodge, yo, because them niggas will get flipped. If you understand what I'm saying. Them niggas won't fuck with us. Like niggas who I follow under me, all them niggas was boxers, them niggas was Golden Gloves, Polo, Nautica trucks, you know what I mean? Eddie Bauer trucks, like all my predecessors, all my OG and my hood. And to this day, them niggas still got nice afros, Wallies, Polo, Nautica, Gucci colognes, like them my OGs. Them niggas who went at them meetings, man, I wouldn't dare listen to them niggas. Nothing they gotta say. It's moving me. Nothing in this
Real
fucking
talk, man.
world.
Real talk. Yeah, that's why I've been calling out these older guys and some guys my age, man, based on what I see. And I'm like, you guys just now getting into stuff that I was into when I was young. You
Right,
know
right.
what I'm saying? And you have to like you somebody you're not. Just YouTube just decided to give these weirdos and strange dudes a
Yeah.
lot of clout instead of giving you young lions
There we go. We
the
see it every day,
representative.
Rallo. You know what it's hitting for, yo. That shit just like the jungle. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Them old niggas trying to push the young niggas out, then them young niggas group up, come back, and then it's on. Now we gotta take over the herd and kill all them. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just putting it into
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
jungle situation dynamic. Like that's what them niggas want to do. Kick all the young niggas out. So the young niggas regroup, get big, do their thing, and come back to the motherfucking herd, wash them niggas up. Now we take over. That's how that shit go, man.
You see how
We need a cleansing of
KS is
these
promoting
niggas.
that? You see how KS is a fucking sissy because now he got young men like mediocre Tutorial
Yeah,
dressing up. What the
yeah.
fuck, man? You just need some man to dress you up and stand in front of a candy stop store, man.
Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk.
Fucking
That's what I'm
going on,
talking
man.
about. Like we see this shit every day. We seen this shit in the 70s. We seen this shit in the 80s. Like you seen the change. You seen the niggas from like Guy Fisher, motherfucking Frank Mathis, and Nicky Barnes. Then you had like let's keep it real. Like you had niggas like Alpo. You had niggas like motherfucking Randy Love. You had niggas like Rich Porter, AZ, a whole bunch of niggas. Charles, Kevin Klein's, like niggas like that. Them your predecessors. Them the niggas who these niggas right now following. Now you got 1,000 AZs, young, fly, fresh niggas like the Woo or the Chos or niggas like Pop Smoke. Nah, I mean fly niggas in the Bronx, some fly little young niggas. Even though they doing whatever they doing, they still putting out music for their time, and they swag the fuck up. Do you think them niggas who I just mentioned is listening to them niggas who went to that motherfucking meeting? Like, let's keep this shit funky. Them niggas ain't been with them niggas. Them niggas never did no prison time. Like now you got godfathers from different organizations, Bloods, Crips together. Now they did like 25 years and coming back to these neighborhoods and trying to change things. Them the niggas who they listening to. Because the youth only know who to listen to and niggas who walk that thin line, that underworld shit. Killers understand killers. Hustlers understand hustlers. If you ain't come from them type of dynamics, type of situations, them niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. Niggas ain't trying to hear that suit shit, nigga. You come to certain hoods, you gonna get your suit dirty, nigga. And you may get dragged out of your birthday suit, nigga, and be walking home butt ass naked, playing with the wrong young nigga and talking all of that crazy shit like y'all do online, nigga. Now you can smell my motherfucking cologne, nigga. Now you can smell the dynamics of the situation. So all this online shit, nigga, this shit is cute. This shit is cute, nigga. You know what I mean? Just like Gucci Man said, nigga, that shit was a cute song. That shit was cute,
Them
nigga.
niggas was like women. They was asking women to get that shit for them. They was renting shit out. Them niggas, KS and all them niggas was renting shit out before they finally see money. And you could tell when the
Word.
man is not used to money like that, man. Niggas is acting
Yeah,
like fucking kids, man. Like fucking women.
that's a
You know
fact.
what I'm
Yo, Wallo, damn, I was about to say AZ,
saying?
but this nigga, Angry Man, just made a motherfucking video about that yesterday. He was like, yo, look at Obsidian. That nigga didn't even know how to use the elevator. He didn't even know that you needed a card.
Yep,
You got to
yep,
swipe
yep.
the card to go in the elevator. He broke that nigga. He said that nigga never left fucking Philadelphia. Like he broke that whole nigga shit down. Then he mentioned a nigga name. He was like, yo, who the fuck? Ask Obsidian this. Who the fuck is Goldie and Piggy? Because Angry Man did say that shit. He was like, that nigga know who I'm talking about. So somebody who close to Obsidian need to ask that nigga who the fuck is Goldie and Piggy, my nigga. Like straight up. Like, can we ask these questions? Because I know I talked to BGS yesterday. So I'm able to talk to BGS. And that nigga know my body. That nigga know me. I'm able to talk to these people. And these niggas told me, take heads, man, and put these niggas to bed, man. Take your skulls, whoever you fucking battle, decapitate these niggas and go in your backyard, man, and look at your skulls like Thor, man, and light a cigarette and be like, nigga, you
And
did a
these are the
wonderful
niggas
job,
that's
man.
trying to hide these
I'm
women
on
from
that
you,
type of
young
time.
blood. Hey, yo, young blood. They try to hide these women from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like in New
Man,
York,
yeah, I
these
know.
weirdo niggas
But
be
these
took
women's
away
ain't
a lot
fucking
of
with
these
yo.
chicks.
I got a girl who a nurse right now, nigga. She talk fly as shit yesterday. She was talking about nigga. She cussed her manager out. She cussed everybody on the floor out because she tired of these lazy motherfucking over the fence other type people. You dig? You know what I'm talking about? Like he said, she cussed the whole floor out. Lazy motherfuckers. Like, do you think these suit old niggas or whoever the fuck can handle a woman like that? I'm talking about nigga, she's
Hell no.
spicy,
Hell
spicy.
no.
But she mad cool when it comes to me, cause she understand my temperature. She understand my cologne, nigga. I'm different, nigga. I come from a different cloth. These niggas is soft. You dig?
Real
These
talk.
niggas
Real
ain't
talk.
talking that fly shit like you. Like I heard you on here before. I'm just meeting the host. I'm just meeting Shorty for the first time, but nigga, I heard you on here and you never swingle off your shit. It's like you stuck to your guns. Oh, Charles Fragment stuck to his guns. Angry Man, no matter if you like him or don't like him, he stuck to his guns. Cerulean, he stuck to his guns. Some shit, he for his peoples on certain shit. He did certain shit, but the information is still there because I look up Cerulean information and his shit was accurate with him. with me. You know what I'm saying? Even Judge Andre, you know what I'm saying? He's a god. Like, I seen that nigga take heads off in a Coliseum. I don't got no disrespect towards that man. Like, I highly respect that man. But when it comes to certain shit, that nigga was taking off heads. But when it comes to me, I'm doing the same shit my guys did, nigga. You niggas with the different panels taking motherfucking heads off. And if you don't like how I'm playing in the field, niggas need to sit down and watch me do my thing. Cause I want to sit at the tables with the guys. I want to capitate niggas too. That's what I do. I'm doing what my predecessors did before me, nigga. Them niggas was eating blood, nigga, lions, nigga. Ain't no holding me, ain't no constricting me, ain't no telling me no rules, no nothing, unless you smell my cologne, nigga, and I smell yours. Like, what we talking about? Fuck this online shit. If niggas want to take it there, that's cool. If it gotta go there for my respect, I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Let's play. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that you the only one, like, who got that in them. We all got that in them. Know what I'm saying? That shit ain't nothing. Like, my niggas got football years, homie. Fuck the niggas talking about. Nothing but hitters. What? Like, I don't know what niggas be talking about, like, making these, like, underlining threats. Like, I don't take threats lightly. Like, know what I'm saying? I lost my best homegirl yesterday. I lost my neighbor the other day. I lost another young buck. You know what I'm saying? Through a heart attack, yo, because he did some drugs and shit. Then he OD, young fly nigga. Like, nigga, my fucking mom's next door house got shot up. Like, what this nigga's talking about? I've been hearing bullets all my life, nigga. All my life, all I heard was bullets, nigga. So just because you in the army, that means that the bullets still stop? The war still stop because you took your ass to a fucking army, nigga? It's a battles all over this motherfucking state, nigga. Every time I go outside, there's a fucking battle. What niggas talking about? Stay in the line? I never stood in line in my life, nigga. I always been outside of the line ass nigga. I always did things my way, nigga. Ask my mama. I always been outside, nigga. Never been in a house. I never been a mouth.
You know what it
Nigga,
is? These guys,
my nigga,
yeah,
every bully on my block still
real,
respect me to this
real
motherfucking
talk.
day.
These guys never been anywhere,
Fuck
and
out of
they
here.
only know they. Like, these guys never been nowhere, man. They only been to a few places, and they just now seeing things that
Yeah.
we was seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've
As
traveled
kids.
different parts of the country. I've been to the West Coast. You
When you
got
was
these
young,
cities.
right? When you was young,
Yeah. Of course, like Detroit,
there we go. That part.
Chicago, Ohio, and I've been many places. These guys is now traveling in their 50s,
That's
and like you
crazy.
said about Envy, man.
That's crazy.
Even Kevin Samuels never been to a suite. He finally been to a suite. These guys don't even know how to. These dudes is
Word.
weird, man.
That's crazy.
Where's the women at? No women, but bunch of men.
No woman. I don't see niggas talking to no CEO niggas. I don't see niggas talking to no big corporate niggas.
Nope.
No bad females who really got the bag, like really, really got that money though. I see niggas talking to hood booger type of chicks, bruh.
That's all that comes on Fresh and Fit too. Them niggas ain't all that. Them niggas-
Yo, them niggas hell, them females
Yo,
ain't all that. Them
no, they
niggas is
not.
definitely not all that.
They not. They not.
Like you
They
got
not.
a couple of like hit them though, but you don't got no married chicks up on there. You don't got no chicks who you would take to go see your mom, be like, Mom, I'm thinking about marrying this woman right here. If you that nigga like that off the porch like me, nigga, you hit them chicks and keep it moving, leave them bitches in the hood. Call them bitches when you want to call them bitches, nigga. Not when them bitches call you, then you jump. I ain't jumping from no bitch.
Even Tommy, with respect to him, man, he in high school too, man. He ain't no different. He ain't that high school
But
shit.
Tommy let you know what it is. He be like, yo, yeah, I like titty. Send me that picture. If you ain't gonna see me no picture, I ain't gonna fly you out. Like, what we gonna do? Like, half of these chicks don't got no real talent. What the fuck can they really do though? Like, do they got real
Yeah,
talent?
true.
The
You're
only
right.
one who got real talent is motherfucking Raw. I love Raw B. She got real talent. She got a website. She got all that hunky shit up. Know what I mean? I like Kimmy. Say what you want to say about her, but she got real talent. Some of these chicks do got real talent and nice ass platform. And ladies on in these spaces, nigga, you know they support y'all niggas way more than these raggedy ass niggas do. Women's are the biggest
Facts.
contributors. We talk mad shit about their ass, but they still, nigga, them motherfuckers still go on that purse and get that credit card. and help y'all platforms out. Look how many years y'all niggas been talking shit about women's, nigga, but they still hold y'all channels down. Let's keep it funky.
That's
Look at
true.
the
That's true.
analytics. Do the fellas hold y'all shit down, or the women's y'all been talking shit since 2015, 16, or whatever the fuck?
Most of those
Who
guys
hold y'all
don't want to
channels
admit
down
that.
more if we
They
really
don't want to admit
add up
that.
all the stats?
Most of the guys don't want to admit that the women support them more than some of these guys do.
That's a fact. And but we the same dudes. Even me, I did it talking cash shit to these women's. Nah, I mean, I just did it for entertainment though. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna make no videos about them every day talking about I want them to die and look at their face and look at their clothes, and I ain't cracking no slave whips. Like, nigga, that's disrespectful. You cracking slave whips on women? This nigga got a slave shit whip, nigga. We all seen Glory. We all seen motherfucking Denzel Washington get hit with a whip and a tear bust down his eye. And you don't even know that scene of why did he did that though? Like, what took him to get to that place? There's a lot of women's, man, they hang up after hearing that nigga. Ain't no telling what they be doing after they hang up. They might can't take care of their kids properly. They probably called off of work because they heard this nigga totally disrespect them, totally degrade them. You don't know what they go through after they hang up off of that nigga, hearing that crab ass shit. You don't know who she smacked. You don't know who she probably beat somebody the fuck up. Yo, come on, man. She probably punched the air like Trey and motherfucking boys in the hood or some shit. Nigga, like, you don't know. She probably told everybody to get the fuck out the house, nigga. You don't know. Shit. Somebody need to hold that bitch nigga accountable. You heard?
Real talk, real talk. I'm gonna get on
So
out of
I'm
here.
glad niggas like you, Wallow. We need more brothers like y'all. Keep y'all foot, because young dudes like me listen to y'all dudes. I bust
I
y'all more than
appreciate it, man.
I send the movie. I send the motherfucking shit back to my young niggas. My young niggas, man, yo, I ain't about to put my young nigga out there. I just seen my young nigga. This nigga young. This nigga's in his 20s, but he put that work in, my nigga, and that nigga highly respect me. Like, them the type of niggas I be around. I be around all types of niggas, special need people. Cause I work in a hospital. People with cancer, people who been in car accidents, all type of
Right.
people in my life. But what I do is the same shit I do on here. Even though I be all over the place with it, but I make motherfuckers smile though. I make motherfuckers happy. I'm always going to different panels, whether it's the B sector or the mental space or even over here. Motherfuckers always saying salute, 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 salute,
Real
salute,
talk.
salute, salute. Like, I barely hear any motherfucker be like, yo, Jay, yo, you wilding the fuck out. Nah, they be like, yo, salute, 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 salute. Do you? Know what I mean? It be the niggas who I'm going to war with that be on that funny shit, but that's the war of the game, nigga. That's the land. War is war, nigga, no matter how you like it. It's because I'm not doing my tactics as you shit. But who dictates what war is? When you throw your shot, that don't mean that I gotta throw the same shot. I'm gonna throw what I think is a shot, nigga. Then you got to deal with it. That is the nature of the game, boy. Ain't no timeout, ain't no rules in this shit, nigga.
Exactly.
Get that
Exactly.
bullshit out your head. Niggas better read motherfucking Sun Tzu, Art of War, and motherfucking 48 Laws of Power in this bitch. Like, nigga,
You
you
can't
niggas
be
talk
one
about y'all
dimensional
niggas
when
got
it comes to this real
strategies and
shit,
all that.
man.
You
These
niggas weak.
dudes is dimensional, man. They dimensional. They can't think outside the box.
These niggas
They
can't
don't
keep up with
read.
me. And I'm
They
by
don't
myself. I'm
participate in
by
that real
myself
shit.
stomping these niggas. Keep it
Yeah.
gangster, man. I got my foot on these niggas' neck. These niggas is scared to death, man. Straight
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why
And
they
all
try to
my
switch
niggas, I
up. They
respect
be
see
trying to
that
switch
shit.
up. They be trying to switch up and shit like that. I be seeing it, man.
Yeah,
Flip flopping
that
and
part.
shit.
Yeah. Yo,
You
this
put
shit
the
be
pressure
funny,
on these niggas, they be flip flopping.
man.
Like, oh man, they be like,
Yeah.
oh no, they laughing with the funny, stupid emojis and shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, my nigga was like, come on, bro. All I wanted to do was talk to you yesterday, bro. I ain't gonna say your name. All I wanted to do was talk to you. You like, nah, I don't feel like talking right now. I don't want you to drop the link on them right now, man. But then you go back on your stream and do a live. Come on, and be like,
Being a different
this,
personality,
that.
yeah.
Like, that's a nigga who can't stand by yourself. Like, nigga, you need a crew. That's like one of them niggas on the block. He talks shit around his crew, but you catch that nigga by himself, that nigga doing all these cop pleas and shit. That
Yeah,
nigga cop
exactly.
pleas and shit. Oh
Exactly.
man, I ain't mean that shit. I ain't mean to do all of that, yo. That's for the phone and shit or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Trying to show that fake I'm man in front of other women, in front of
Yeah,
other
bro.
guys, and they not like that in real
Bro.
time.
Hey, yo, Rollo. This shit is like the motherfucking Lions, man. Like all the
Yeah,
weak niggas gotta be in the middle with the babies and the women, while all the leaders be in the front or the back. All the weak niggas be in the middle. These niggas is weak niggas in the middle. Gotta protect
exactly.
these niggas, man. Gotta protect the women's, the babies, and weak niggas, man.
Yeah, because they're putting themselves out here too much, man, making it look bad for the real motherfuckers that's gonna knock them aside their head if they don't keep putting the real respect in these streets.
That part. That's just how the shit go, man. Like I see it on these niggas, man. These niggas got on weak cologne, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that part.
They forcing these women to like them too. That's another thing, man. How the fuck you force a woman to like you? That's not manly and shit.
Nah, that ain't barely, man. These niggas giving these women all types of luxury shit. And then you're gonna get broke because you gotta keep that shit up. That shit don't
Exactly.
last forever. You giving women that bag. How long that bag gonna stay the same bag though?
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
bag gonna switch up on you, nigga. You may lose that job. You may lose that career. Like shit happens in life, nigga. You may get sick. She ain't coming to visit your ass in the hospital or nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep.
Now what, nigga? You sick. You can't spend that bag when you sick. I
Yep.
want a
Now
woman at least that
she
could
gonna
help me
share with
back
her
up when I get
homegirls and
sick.
get some new dudes. Got some new dudes and shit.
And
She
your
gonna
bed,
come back.
nigga.
Yeah.
You know how that shit go. Now these niggas want to commit suicide, but sad to say, like, come on, bro, like, get your shit together.
Real talk.
Listen to Wallow. Listen to these dudes. Like, just take your L. Be like, I don't know. Yo, we need some help. Let the motherfucking dudes like Wallow, these other dudes lead. Why y'all niggas just play the back? Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
And they
Ain't
love to
nothing
show
wrong
off
with
too
playing the
much,
back.
man. And you know they're not used to having certain things when they show off too much. If you're gonna show
Yeah,
nature,
yeah,
show certain little things here and there, but showing everything, that's like you trying to please the man and trying to please the society, and that's
yeah.
not a good look, man. You gotta move in
Everybody wanna
silence.
be number one, Wallow. Everybody
Yeah,
now, since everybody, okay, boom, boom. Just like when our shipment come in. I'm gonna leave it like that though. Know what I'm saying? Everybody fighting now. Niggas was in a drought for a minute. Now
yeah.
niggas hearing that fucking thing coming through. Everybody scrambling now. Everybody want to be number one because they hearing one of them niggas gonna be done in a minute. Now everybody want to take that seat. That's just the law. First it was Tommy. Now it's fucking know what I'm saying? KS.
Mhm.
That nigga Tyreek Nasheed is not. He ain't part of none of this shit right here. He doing his own thing. He already in position, but everybody want that seat, man. Cause that seat looking dusty right now. So somebody want to take that seat. Everybody fighting for power right now. Is this like the block? It's a power move, man.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
block hot right now. The block hot. The Manosphere's block is hot. Everybody fighting to take that seat.
But you gotta disperse it into other places because if you keep it in one place, somebody's gonna get killed, hurt. So that's
You
why I said
already know,
disperse
bro.
the shit, multitask into other places so that you can have a bigger thing going on in certain small places that nobody know about. And when
Right.
they assume that you ain't got nothing going on, let them assume it,
That's a
and you
fact.
move in
That's a
silence.
fact.
And then next thing you know, if somebody says something about you, those
Mm-hmm.
people will let them know, don't fucking talk about him, and you won't
Yup.
even know. They just
Yup.
gonna do it in silence, and the next thing you know,
Yup.
certain people leave you alone. So you always
That's a
want to
fact.
make sure you connect with people in different parts of the world. Don't ever limit yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Like no matter what, man, that nigga like Just Andre, yo, that nigga cool as a bitch. I talk to that nigga like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I be talking to other people like overseas, like even at my job, I be talking to Africans like the ladies though, yo, because one thing my homeboy told me,
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
got an
yeah.
African, he
That-
got an African wife. He got an African wife. I was like, yo, how you get that? He was like, yo, listen to me. When you go to work, nigga, talk to the African older women. The older women control the younger women. If you get
yeah,
if you get close to them older women and just listen, don't talk. Open your ears up. Just listen. Nigga, you get your African wife, nigga. You don't gotta do all of that going overseas and doing all of that, nigga. They right here in America. They right here.
Yeah. Definitely.
This like Grandmama Bear used to be the foundation of the community here. Now it's not because Grandmama is dead, or now these new grandmamas want to be young. And their shit, the African cultures here in America, they still have traditions and they still listen to that older woman, my nigga. She still
That's true.
dictates the shit.
True.
That's just ridiculous.
I
Jesus
listen to the
Christ.
old women's at my job, nigga, African women's, nigga. I'm cool as hell with them. I eat their food, like, you know what I'm saying? But I waited like some years before I did. But yeah, trying to understand the culture, like certain words I don't know, I'll ask. I'd be like, yo, what that mean right there? And then like the old African dudes, I'm cool with all them niggas. All the African dudes. Man, nigga, if you be in the locker room chilling, all
Right.
of them. So I don't know what these dudes, what these overseas dudes talking about. Like, I know they got some African dudes at their job, but they just won't talk. They won't talk to them. African dudes at my jobs are very open. Yo, they cool as hell with me. I don't know. I'm just a different breed. I've been off the porch, so I know these niggas ain't been off the porch like me. I've been around Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. Know what I'm saying? Crazy ass women, Puerto Ricans, Dominican women. Know what I mean? White women. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm multicultural. I'm multicultural here in America. I don't gotta go overseas and understand, but I'm gonna
No,
do
you
that
don't have to go
anyway.
overseas to get women. What it is, you should just experience the world itself, and you just see
Facts,
what it's like. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm gonna
it.
do. I wanna
Yeah,
see. I'm not going there for women. I want to learn the culture. I want to go see like, I want to go see the mountains. I want to go see the pyramids. I want to go
the
see like,
food. Yeah,
yeah. I want to try the food. I want to speak to the locals. Know what I mean? Like, okay, boom. I go to China. The first place I want to go see the fishers on the docks. Cause I like that shit. Like all them fishermen and fisher ladies be right there. Like I want to see how that
yeah.
shit really build the fuck up. Like that shit amazing. I want to go to the dojo. Know what I'm saying? I want to know where Bruce Lee trained at. The
Right.
IP man. I want to go see what an IP man like. What hood? What hood he was in? Like shit like that. Like I watched all that shit on Netflix. Yeah. So that shit stuck in my brain. I want to go see what an IP man came up at.
And you can learn
Shit
about
like that.
certain creatures that plays a pivotal role into society. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I'm saying? Every
Yep.
animal plays a pivotal role to somewhat of our survival too. That's another thing you
Trend.
can learn about being in other countries because they don't really want you to learn that too much here. You could, but they
Right.
show it more in other parts of the world.
Trend.
Yeah. Well, I got to
I
get on out of here. I don't know what V Dub at.
already know, man. I'll talk your ears off to death, man.
Yeah,
Like, you
no,
know what
you
I'm saying?
good,
Cause yo,
man.
this my
We're gonna have this
hey yo, I've
conversation
been in this.
again, man. We're gonna have this
That's a
conversation
fact. I've
again.
been in this space since 2016. Trust me. I played the cut. I listened to them legends, and I heard you upon years, my G. Years. I heard you.
Right.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it,
You
man.
never wavered from your talking points. You know, some things you mixed it because the years changed, so you gotta kick it like so the young dudes can hear it. You know what I mean? You gotta
Right.
have your own have your style like gumbo. You make your own gumbo.
Right, exactly. And I
You know what
listen
I'm
to a lot
saying?
of you young guys, man. Even when
Thank
you
you,
don't
man.
think I do, man, I do. That's why I let y'all do the talking, and I
Right.
interject when it's necessary. But I gotta get to this
Uh,
business, V Dub.
yeah,
Appreciate you
man. I
having me
definitely
on,
appreciate you,
talking to
man. I
you,
definitely appreciate
democracy,
you,
man.
bro.
I'm gonna see y'all around.
Yes, sir.
All right, one.
One. Hey, yo, host, man. We're shaking, man. Where the host at? He probably in the car. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, that's what it's about, man. Great minds come alike. It ain't about the age, man. It's about the flavor, man, the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Vibe gonna understand the vibe, man. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? You got your little lady, man. Make sure the vibe right. Don't come half stepping, man. Be you. And if you ain't got it like that, man, this ain't, man. Like, nigga, I just had a conversation with my homeboy, man. We from an era where we ain't judge a woman about how they look, man. Long they got a nice little style, nice vibe about themselves, no matter if they fat. To this day, my G, he a swag dude. Like he my sandbox brother, and he still like big women. And my baby mom's is a healthy sized woman, man. But see, I like her though. And she respect me. That's what it's about. Some of you niggas don't know nothing about that. Y'all niggas want to aim too high for a certain type of woman, man. She ain't fucking with you, nigga. Start somewhere, man. Like the gentleman said, like some of you dudes never had no fly, spicy woman before in your life. Now y'all niggas like 50 something years old trying to get a spicy woman. Like you niggas ain't do this shit when y'all was younger. You niggas didn't go through the ranks, getting rejections, understanding your swag, trying to find you a wingman when you was in your teens, when you jumped off the porch because you niggas was in the house watching wrestling or playing with G.I. Joes, and after you get older and you go off to college, nah, nigga, my college was off the porch, getting scraped the fuck up, blood, guts, tears, nigga, all of that shit. Learning how to talk to women, what shit to use, what shit not to do. While y'all niggas was listening to motherfucking your teachers in these fucking colleges and all of that shit, nigga, my teacher was more fucking KRS One, Nas, know what I mean, Big Daddy Kane, you know what I'm saying, um, motherfucking Rom DMC when they made their appearance on MTV Cribs. I mean MTV. Know what I mean? When I seen that shit, know what I mean? Seeing Wu Tang for the first time, man. Nobody didn't know who Ghostface Killer was because he was on the run. He always had the mask on his face, taking day swag and wearing Wallies and understanding different types of colognes to wear and how to match your shit up. These are the things that me and my crew of niggas was doing, man. Learning how to finesse our clothes and get our game right. Some shit worked, some shit didn't work. Some words worked, some words didn't work, nigga. That is coming from the school of the hard knocks. And none of y'all niggas never been to the school of the hard knocks. You know what I'm saying? It's a different way. It's a different way of living, man. It's a lifestyle. You heard? Word. What's going on, fam? Man, how you got
Matter of
two
fact,
pictures
yeah, I
up?
did hear you. I
How
muted
you got
myself and
two
let you
pictures? How you
rock,
got two
man. Can
pictures up there?
you can hear me? You can hear me? I had to
Yeah,
mute myself
you
and let
got
you
two
get
pictures. How you
your
get two
jibs
pictures?
on.
You feel me? Yeah, I'm not a rocker,
Yeah.
Mike. Pause. I'm not a
I know
rock
you
this
know how
shit.
to rock a mic. That's why I shut the
I'm
fuck
not
up
a
and
rock
muted
this thing,
myself.
man, till you get back. Cause ain't no telling what you doing in the background, man. You got a lot of things you pushing, man. A lot of material you
Nigga,
doing. Man. You gotta
I'm
take care of
packing up
this.
a
You gotta do
whole.
that. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I
We got
understand.
moves to make. But you did your thing. I'm about to go get some goddamn Popeyes right now.
Ha, do that.
I want some coleslaw
Hey,
with my
yo, fam,
goddamn mac and cheese.
I got a pizza downstairs, nice fresh pizza with some pineapples on that thing. Know what I'm
Bro, I
saying? Some
had mad
motherfucking
friend. I got a whole baked chicken in Florida right now that I'm mad that I couldn't finish.
That's where you at now in Florida?
Nah, I'm in New York. I'm coming back
There
because
we
I'm
go.
leaving after this. I'm moving to
Wow, okay.
Florida come Sunday, my nigga.
That's what's up, man.
It's
I'm glad
over.
you're
It's
making that
over for the
transition.
kid. No more. Hey man, when you come down to Tampa, holla at me, man. We can play in the white
I
sand.
got
You know what
family
I'm
down
saying?
there. I got a cousin
Oh
down there,
shit,
yo.
it's a bunch of
Yeah,
niggas
yo,
down
she
here,
a
so you
nurse.
probably
She a
do.
nurse. She a nurse, yo. She a nurse living in a condo out there. Like she good,
Oh,
yo.
it's lovely out here, my
It's just
nigga.
her and her son.
It's
That's it.
beautiful.
She lit, nigga. She lit. I'm gonna
Yo,
be lit
bro,
with her. And she got some bad homegirls, nigga. I'm lit. I don't gotta go. Well, I'll go out, but they got
hey,
the
bro,
Brazilian
you ain't gotta
restaurant
go
out
out.
there. I want to see the
Just come
Brazil. I
down
want to see
here.
that
I'll link
steak
up
on
with
a
you quick.
steak.
Hey man, you come down to Tampa, I'll link up with you quick, cause nigga,
All
I'm all
right,
over
you
this place
already
right
know.
now.
You
All
already
right, let me
know.
get the fuck up off here. I want some
All
Popeyes. I
right,
want to eat
my
some fried
guy,
chicken
man.
and
Thank you,
watermelon
man.
like niggas do.
Thank you for you connecting the dots with Rollo, man, because that's my first time talking to that man, yo. And that man is very, he's very savvy, man, and you a very savvy dude. So them the type of dudes I've been around with
Yeah,
all
link up
my
with
life.
Rollo. Rollo speaks and Rollo on the 7. Who the
Oh,
fuck is
okay. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm about to go sub to his platform.
All right, yeah, hit him up, man. Rollo speaks and Rollo on the 7. That's both his
Okay.
channels. And I will get with the rest of you peoples later. I will drop the videos of me landing in New York City later.
Yeah, make
But
sure you do
only
that.
I got off the flight early, but you know what? I'm good off of making niggas feel. I just want black men to get on a plane and travel.
Say that.
So I can't be knocking niggas if they can't do it. I just gotta encourage them
Man.
to do it.
I was in
You know what I mean?
Canada, man. Wonderland when I was a kid. You're like, I'm gonna go see the Blue Jays play. I went to Wonderland. I mean, back in the day, man, when I was like 13 years old, going downtown,
That's
like,
Montreal. That's Montreal,
yeah,
right?
like, yeah, my teacher, Mr. Jordan, took me there.
Yo, that shit. That
Yeah, stayed
Wonderland
in
shit
the
is like the whole
Town Inc.
theme park.
Hotel, nice hotel too, Town Inc. Hotel, all of that shit. I did that shit when I was a kid. Like, I don't know what these dudes be talking about. Like, who don't go nowhere? Like, been
I
there,
don't
done
know,
that. You know?
man, but that's just 6 hours away from me right now, and I'm by the George Washington Bridge, so you can go to Canada anytime you want. Get your passport popping, pimpin'.
Oh, you know, I'm doing that. I'm doing that again, like, cause I want to get on a boat. I want to go like underneath the water, all of that. Because we
Yeah,
couldn't do
yeah,
that
yeah.
at
You
that
know
time,
what?
yo, because it was
Live
raining.
your life, young blood. Fuck all these
You
other
are,
old
come
niggas
on,
that
man.
ain't
I'm gonna
never
live my
did it.
life on this bitch, off this bitch. I've been doing this shit, nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I fucks with you. But yo, let me get
Yeah,
up
man.
off here. I
Same
need some
here. You are,
Popeyes,
come
my
on, man.
nigga.
You already know, man. Thank you for the wrench. Thank you for letting Ugly 300 know what time it was. You told that nigga like, yo, we ain't trying to hear them niggas. And like you say, yo, you the counselor of this shit, man. You my counselor. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
real
try to
shit.
be a good lawyer for all my good
Yeah,
representatives.
man. So you my lawyer,
But you know,
man.
I stand for you because you a young nigga that got like
Yeah,
that energy, and I'm like, yo,
yeah. I've always
hey,
had that
listen,
shit.
we
But
need
that
to
shit ain't
die.
going
Let
nowhere.
this young nigga live.
That's why, and that's why my community, when I go outside, that's why they respect me, man. From the hitters to the shakers to the movers to this the average young kid, yo, who want to ride a skateboard, man, and be free. Like nobody don't even fuck with the dude on the skateboard, cause I had a skateboard when I came up in this community. I like the Bob Basquez. I like the Dave Mirror. You know what I'm saying? I like the S games and all of that good shit, nigga.
Facts.
So that's why even a young boy on the skateboarders, even a hitter like that, nigga. Because I made it my responsibility to let them know because they seen me doing this shit. And my energy is the same way I keep it on here is the same way I keep it in my real life.
Yeah,
The old ladies know me in
I
my
can't change
community.
for
So
the
y'all
internet.
talking about change our community. I've been changing my community. It's by the way I live every day. It's in me. It's not on me. It's in me. They love me over here.
Man, you as a young blood, you inspire the shit out of me. But I'm gonna go get my Popeyes chicken right now. I want some
All
coleslaw,
right,
little
you
nigga.
already know,
All
man.
right,
Love is love.
listen. I might come live a little later. I'm gonna take a
You
nap.
already know. I got the notifications, nigga. I'm
I
you.
got you. I seen you come through. All
Yep,
right, my nigga.
already.
Hold on. Let me end this with the right way. Hey, everybody who's in this motherfucker is baby Gigi's fucking birthday. She's a leap year child, but the first is always her birthday. So everybody who's in this motherfucker, if you come through later, make sure you shout my baby girl out a goddamn
Word.
happy birthday. You
And
dig?
shouts out to
And
the
we
sister
about
on the
this
platform
motherfucker.
too, yo, who was up here earlier. Shouts out to her. You heard?
Yeah, and shout out to everybody. That's TGT, the Dinocracy Takeover. And I fucks for sure.
No doubt. Word.
Yeah, all right, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
Yes, sir.